What's up, Dallas? What's up, Miriam? What's up, Dallas? What's up, Miriam? Getting this show on the road once again. Yeah, Dallas beat you here. That's all right. I can tell that you tried really, really hard. All right, guys, I got a whole bunch of nonsense going on around here right now. So for the time being, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on a little bit of music. Now, you know what? I'm going to put on this. Have fun with that. And I'll be right back.
おい、やめろよ。やめろって。おい！俺は忍びじゃねえ。助けてくれよ。頼む。
吐け。
知らねえ。知らねえ。里はわしらの里はそう
ご苦労だったな、住野。すべては里のためじゃ。
この里も奴らに目をつけられたのでしょうか。
わからん。ただこのまま手をこまねいているわけにもいかんのかもしれんな。
幾度の月日の後、我らの里より選ばれし童子、この地を揺るがす有事を救うであろう。その時が来るまで一族を絶やさぬのがこの里に古来より伝わる掟。そして我らが生きた証となるのじゃ。
心得ております。
住野、お前に新たな仕事を頼みたい。
あんたたちは上手だね。
へったくそ。それじゃ敵が来たらやられちまうよ。一番最初に逃げたりして。なんだと。
やめなよ、味方同士で。
くれます。
すみね、また行くの？
うん。
そっか。いいよ。
All right. Have a bunch of Asian people been killed yet?
Hazure.
I thought maybe they had. I missed it? Yeah, I know. That's all right. All right, we'll watch more of that later. You hate this shit. Devra, how can you hate crazy martial art Asian movies? They're awesome. Well, I know something that you don't hate.
Get ready to hear the truth about America on a show that's not immune to the facts with your host, Dan Bongino.
All right, welcome to the Dan Bongino Show. Producer Joel, how are you today?
What is happening, Daniel? What is
It's out of control. It's out of control. But you really do have to learn, folks, and I think a lot of you who listen to my show have already figured this out. You have to learn to interpret what you see on TV these days.
Yeah.
I have some clips, one from Sarah Carter. I'm also going to get into some stuff. Devin Nunes, the Republican congressman from California, has been on the news saying lately. And you have to translate what they're talking about. There's been some real tier 1 level important stuff coming out lately. And we are right at the cusp, so you know, in the giant arc of the Spygate story. Folks, it's coming to an end. So for those of you who love it, you may be a little sad. For those of you who hate it, you're probably a little happy. For those of you who hate what happened but are intrigued by the story, the story arc is coming to a close, and we can finally start to put some big pieces together and some holes that we're missing.
And don't worry about us, folks. We'll find something to talk about.
Oh, yeah, believe me, there is more. Trust me, more. We survived for 2 years, but there's some real holes I'm getting filled in here. So I got a big show for you today. I also want to address something that happened on Kavanaugh and the real strategy here that I don't want any of you to miss. All right, today's show brought to you by my humble opinion. Listen, nobody wants to talk about draws, right? I'm not talking about draws like open and close the draws. I'm talking about draws Underwear. Nobody wants to talk about underwear.
Tidy whities.
See, I'm not a tidy whities guy, but Pair of Thieves has the most comfortable. They sent me a sample of this stuff, and I called up the company, May, and I was like, May, I deal with her with the advertisers. I'm like, I want them as a sponsor ASAP because I live in Florida, and comfortable draws are the only way to go, folks. I'm sorry. This is the way to rock and roll. Pair of Thieves. If you're not wearing these, you're making a huge mistake. On average, men keep their underwear for 7 long years until they're tattered, soiled, and stained shells of what they once were. Do not be that guy. Pair of Thieves are the most comfortable underwear I've ever worn. Hands down, Daddy-O. Look at you. Oh, look at Joseph. He's not actually showing me underwear he's wearing. I just want to be clear on that.
Please.
He just went through it. Don't you love them?
Oh, yeah.
How comfortable are
great.
these things? Yeah, it's I hate to say it, but it's like you're not even wearing anything. They're the greatest things ever. I love them. Their proprietary moisture-wicking fabric keeps you cool and fresh. It's like AC for downstairs, but feels like you're wearing nothing at all. What does proprietary mean anyway? In this case, it means the competition's been trying to copy this fabric for 4 years, and they failed. One of the guys who started Pair of Thieves says all his wife ever wants to see him is in a pair of these briefs. They're awesome. Everybody loves these things. Try them out. If they're not instantly your favorite pair of underwear, they'll give you your money back. For a limited time, this month only, our listeners will get 20% off their first order at pairofthieves.com/Bongino. That's pairofthieves.com/Bongino. Get 20% off pairofthieves.com/Bongino. They are definitely worth the time.
God bless it. I missed that whole goddamn thing. The fucking goddamn advertisement. I missed it all. Jesus criminy. Trying to...
I don't know. Maybe some of the same sources. Maybe we don't share names because we wouldn't do that to people. But I get some information from different people. So I was careful on this. I want to play this cut, and I want to relate it to a larger ongoing story arc because this is huge. And for those of you who've been asking, is there going to be criminal penalties in this case? This cut may answer your questions.
I'm hearing it even gets worse than this, that there potentially is out there, if you will, 2 sets of record among the upper echelon of the FBI, one that was real and one that was made for appearances. Is there any truth to this?
Absolutely, Sean. I think that right now, especially with the number of sources that I've been speaking with, as well as some others, that there is evidence indicating that the FBI had separate sets of books. And if that is the case, I mean, it certainly appears that this, as Greg has already stated over and over again, that there could be and there will be criminal charges pressed against people.
I'm pouring shots. Who's with me?
I've been telling you to take
Where's my
it easy
tires?
forever when it comes to certain people at the DOJ. I get it. I get people are upset with Sessions. I'm not going to go into that whole thing again. I understand. But and things are not going as fast as we'd like them. But stop believing whoever's telling you that there's nothing going on behind the scenes. Ladies and gentlemen, there is something going on behind the scenes. We found out recently that a grand jury has been impaneled and is looking into the deputy director, the former deputy director, Andy McCabe, who had a central role in all of this. Now, this is something I caught wind of a little while back.
That's where I'm at.
But
Right
here.
here.
An investigative reporter who does great job.
See,
with
I wrote it out
fantastic
for you.
resources.
Right
I have
here.
I'm a conservative content producer. I have
Cheers,
some sources
Froggy.
on stuff. But this is interesting, where there are 2 sets of books. Now, is it starting to come together for you now?
Oh.
Do you remember a few weeks ago when I said that the declassification moment that we've seen is going to be key?
How you
We're gonna
doing,
see a couple
Tanya?
things, folks, and this is what's going to matter. We're going to see a set of investigative...
Are you doing shots with me tonight, Tanya?
302s. Investigative summaries of the FBI's
Toxic.
interviews with Bruce
Oh,
Orr and
okay,
DOJ.
cool.
Keep in contact with Christopher Steele and had a deep perspective of all of what was going on, right? We're also going to see what was in the FISA warrant. So when she says 2 sets of books, I don't think she literally means like marble notebook scribbled out official and then unofficial. I think what she's getting at, and I could be wrong, I haven't coordinated this messaging with Sarah at all or anything like that. She has her own operation going on at sarahacarter.com, which is a really cool website, by the way. I believe what she may be hinting at here is that the FBI kept ongoing records of their communications with Bruce Orr vis-a-vis, Christopher Steele vis-a-vis Bruce Orr at the Department of Justice. Yeah, you're darn right. But that information did not then make it into the FISA warrants. Now, this is why the text messages are going to be critical, and this is why Devin Nunes keeps coming out on the news. I'll tie this up for you. Don't worry if you're getting a little confused here. This is why Devin Nunes keeps coming out on the news and saying, listen, there are things that haven't been disclosed yet that I think are going to blow people's minds. Now, one of the defenses I believe the Bureau's had up to this point is, well, we may have had suspicions that Carter Page was a Russian agent because of this, and this. But, what if the 302s and accompanying texts say the exact opposite? Let me paint for you a hypothetical to make this thing make sense, right? You have one set of materials being presented to the FISA court that hinges on one critical factor to be able to spy on the Trump team. It hinges around the fact that you must show, Joseph, that Carter Page is, in fact, an agent of the Russian government in violation of U.S. law.
All right.
Okay? Mm-hmm. You have to establish this information to spy. What if in another set of text messages where you're talking to each other back and forth, so you're not going to be able to claim anymore plausible deniability? I didn't know. Remember, Donald Trump has declassified the text messages. I went into what's going on yesterday. If you missed yesterday's show, please catch up on it. With the text messages, how they were after hours. These guys were too lazy to get on their FBI computers and were transmitting likely, at a minimum, sensitive information over unclassed devices after hours to all be the guys who were like the briefers, right? Mm-hmm. That was yesterday's show. But what if in those text messages, right, they talk about the information that is in those 302s, that the FBI debriefs of Bruce Orr, and in those FBI 302s, and in exchanges in the text, they acknowledge that Carter Page may not, in fact, be a Russian agent. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the hardest thing to understand and the simplest thing to understand at the same time. 302s, FISAs, all the stuff. All you need to know is this. When she says two sets of books, Sarah Carter, and her sources are great, I don't think she's literally talking about two sets of books. I think what she's talking about here is she's talking about FBI folks off the record saying one thing. Hey, Carter Page is probably not a Russian spy. This is likely a ruse. Right, Joe? You tracking me?
Oh, yes, tracking.
But in the FISA warrants, when they have to go and swear in front of a judge and put their right hand up like I'm doing now to producer Joe, they're swearing to the judge what they're telling you is true. Folks, this is a huge deal. Now, I'm going to get to the Nunes stuff in a minute because I was having a bit of a hard time, hence the reason I haven't addressed it yet, deciphering some of the stuff he's been talking about on the news. But I just want to finish off with Sarah Carter's hit here and get to a little more of this, and then we'll move on to that. I think I've been able to get the Nunes translator up, but play the rest of Carter.
Well, wait a minute. So in other words, they're saying one thing publicly, but the real story, the real set of books is held privately among how many people are we talking about and how high up in the echelon of the DOJ FBI?
I think there are quite a few people, especially higher ups. I will not name names until all of the evidence is out there, but there were certain people above Peter Strzok and above Lisa Page that were aware of this.
Oh, that's a good one, Donald.
That there are people within the FBI that have actually
nobody wants crabs on their organ.
Employers and are possibly even testifying and reporting what happened inside the FBI to both the Inspector General and possibly even a grand jury.
Oh, boy. Joe, that's going to hurt, buddy, isn't it?
We might leave a mark, babe.
To the grand jury we already know exists. Again, I've been telling you guys for a while, based on solid information, not fairy tale-like stuff, that there are things going on behind the scenes. We now know there is a grand jury. We know that because it was leaked to the Washington Post and other newspapers, that this grand jury is looking into this. But there's a couple interesting tidbits in there, right?
Come on, man. Ain't you never heard that it's best to make lemonade when you get lemons? If you get lobsters, you can catch them and sell them because they're worth more than the crabs. Boom. Talking about some grilling out, niggy. No Bobby wants crabs in their crotch. That's right. No Bobby wants that. No person wants that either. But the Bobies, they really don't want it. Toxic Beal. Right on. Toxic Bell. Oh. This vape starts earthy with a sweet lemon finish. Yum. Right on. I'm glad you're enjoying it. What kind of coffee did you try, Bermuda? That's right, the new Elder Circle Church. It's not the Elder Circle Church. That's a whole different thing. This is the new one. For fuck's sake. Yeah, you have Southern Belle. Well, you've at least seen her, Southern Belle. She's on Vaughn at as Toxic. Old coffee grinds, put 2 tea bags in. Really nice tasting. Yeah, I don't know about that. That sounds kind of gross, man. I'm usually pretty open to stuff, but that just doesn't even, like, maybe I read it wrong. But I already wasn't. We are not Elder Pat. Tonight it's free, for fuck's sake. There you go. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, enjoy your pen. Scan up. Is it 420? Yes, it's 420. It's been 420. It's 428, 448 somewhere. Not here. Here it's 848. On a walker, elderly. Truckee got another truck. He did, too. But not because he's Truckee. That's his actual name. Circle of Elders. That's right. That's what's happening up in here, Tanya. That's what's happening right now. You are my counterparts. You are my spiritual equals. We have raised each other to a plane of existence above normal, banal humanity. We are spiritual juggernauts, and we understand things that the masses simply do not. Perhaps one day we can lift them as well. Cheers. Whoa, that's some pressure. I'm just a frog. Yeah, you can be older than me, but you can't be my elder. Well, maybe you could. I don't know. We've never spoken privately. But I'm pretty good at this shit, man. You're not that much my elder. I'm 47, so I'm staring 50 right in the chin. We are the patriot warriors of the evil empire. All right, whatever. I'll go with evil. I don't think we are. I think we're the good guys, but, you know, whatever. The crazy never know they're crazy either, so, you know, who's to say? Worry? Me? 9 years? Yeah, that ain't that much. When I was born, you were 9 years old. You were in 5th grade, for God's sake. 4th grade, even. You ain't that far ahead of me. Hi, Choco Loco. Jaritza in the house. What's up, mommy? I'm so glad to see you. Eh? You are one of my favorite human beings in the universe, and I'm fucking happy you came to hang out with us. Why is she... No crying. No. Oh, sleepy. I thought I was crying. It's sleepy. Don't be too sleepy. I'll keep you up all night long. I will annoy you until you can't sleep. I promise. It's going to be that kind of night. Never ask a lady her age. Hey, look. I know women, and I know bitches. I know liberal freak-tard women, and I know liberal freak-tard bitches. I don't know many ladies. That shit went out in the Victorian age, man. I am a realistic human being. Let us not over-dramatize the fact that age only makes wine better. A woman should never be ashamed of her age. It only proves that she's good at surviving. And I think that's very respectable. She's like, damn it, you know the secret. Personally, I think, look, that's the chick I'm looking for, the one that can last a few years, man. You know, if they're worn out by the time they're 20, I'm really not all that interested, you know. Maybe that's just me. I'm kind of a weirdo that way. Whiskey Tane, you may need to ask a Mexican girl. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Excuse me. I was only getting started when I was 20. Oh my God. But I'm still hot and funny. Hell yeah, Southern Belle. Cheers, lady. Now, see, that's when I say lady, that's how I mean it. I mean, like, cheers, lady. You know, that's different than I'm a lady, because that's just gay. Those people don't survive long. They're soft and they're weak. I don't like weak people, and there's nobody in this chat room this week. Every time we chat, you people impress me. Sometimes it takes me a day or two for it to set in really good. But then I'm like, damn, that dude's strong as fuck, man. That chick's strong, man. She got iron in her spine. I appreciate and respect that shit. Frog 6. See, that's what I'm saying, man. I'd make him bring in wood every fucking night if he lived near me, man. And he'd do it, too, because he's fucking hard, like the rest of us. We ain't chumps, not in this chat. Motherfucker get all he want up in here. So I'm saying? Nyaka. Well, you are a frog. I mean, obviously, in frog ears. What the fuck, man? Go get the wood. Go get the fucking wood. Fody and still looking fine, even legless. That's right. Probably hotter now because you got a little wobble in your shit. I shouldn't say that. Damn it, Pat. I know I'm horrible. I am a horrible human being, and I apologize to all humanity for my horribleness. Horribleness? Is horribleness a thing? Pat is damn sexy. Aw, thank you. That is a really cool thing to say. It is now. Show is. Oh my God, you guys are making me blush. Holy shit, my cheeks are heating up. I'm going to have some more beer. You keep this up, y'all might get lucky by the end of the night. I'm kind of fucked up right now, so I'm really enjoying this. I ate smudge earlier, and then my uncle came with whiskey and weed. I don't know how to act tonight. I'm all fuckered up. Have another shot. All right. Shit. Twist my arm. Tonight we are drinking Benchmark, McAfee's Benchmark, which is, yes, it is associated with John McAfee, and yes, it is a terribly, terribly cheap liquor. But even though it's cheap liquor, it's made by, wait for it, Buffalo Trace Brewing Company. Now, I don't know if you folks know anything about Buffalo Trace whiskey, but I can tell you that it is absolutely fantastic. In the whiskey universe, Buffalo Trace is third shelf. All day long, third shelf. And they make this, and even though it's cheap, it tastes really, really, really good. In fact, it almost tastes, get this, wait for it, just like Buffalo Trace whiskey. So I got to tell you, for $9, it does. You like my laugh? That's cool. I don't know what your laugh sounds like, but I bet it's adorable. Choco Loco, I bet you cackle. I bet you got that happy evil laugh. I know you're tight. I have seen people like you before. Delightfully wicked. I like it. I have Milwaukee's Best, you snobs. I'm drinking Best Ice Beer Chasers, man. That's what I bought. I bought a 6-pack of Milwaukee's Best Ice. It's 5.5%, and you can get a 6-pack for under $5. You can't fucking beat that. She's okay, man. She got some stitches, and she cracked a rib, but she's gonna heal up just fine. It hurts her to laugh, so I've been telling jokes all night. Because I'm a prick like that. My kids say I sound like a little girl when I laugh. There you go. See, I can see that. I can. I can see you giggling like a girl. That makes sense. Yeah. Alrighty. Here we go. What? Ghost proving? Oh, no, I got this. Tanya, look, I've already got a fucking case for us. I was sitting here, and I had brought all my stuff into the room, right? And I sat down, and I brought up my videos, and I turned on my XSplit encoder, and can't stay yet. Be back soon. Right on, man. Take off. We'll see you when you get back. Be cool, man. Watch out for low-flying cattle. Don't get yourself run over by a steamroller. These are all good pieces of advice. All right. But yeah, I brought all my stuff in, and then like I rolled a joint. I smoked a joint with my uncle before they left. And then I came back in the room, and I sat down and I turned on all the stuff, and then I couldn't find my whiskey, and I was like, where'd the whiskey go? Some motherfucking ghost took the whiskey out of my bedroom and put it back in the kitchen. Can you believe that? That is absolute proof of ghosts right there. And I'm telling you that I'm absolutely positive as well. Well, I'm not absolutely positive, but I'm pretty sure that I left my lighter standing up, and when I came back, it was laying down. Now, I don't know. Stop drinking. He's like, dude, this is not safe. You have crossed some sort of line. Someone is in Lust. Oh, cool. Who's in Lust? Who's the dirty bastard? It's a message. It's a message. It's a message from beyond. I'm a ghost prover just like Tanya. We could have a ghost provers union. It could become a ghost provers movement. We could have merch. Ghost provers. Huh? T-shirts, keychains. I don't know. So do my beers sometimes. All right, folks. I got my whiskey bottle in my hand, and I'm not even bothering with the glass this time. Cheers. The disappearing... What the... Holy fucking shit. Raul's right. My liquor bottle does not have as much liquor in it right now as it did when I sat down. In fact, I can see that it's considerably less. Son of a bitch. Raul! Why didn't you warn me earlier, man? Holy crap. I didn't even see it go. Magic bottle case closed. Right on, Froggy. He's the voice of opposition all the time. We say it's ghost. He says it's a magic bottle. What the fuck, man? Pew, pew. Duck, you son bitch. Pew. Sounds like a case for ghost provers. Froggy returns fire. Fuck yeah, that's why I love Froggy. Nobody can tell me shit about my frog. Ah. All right, one more time from the bottle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, folks. I bet this ain't like no church none of y'all been in before. Chug, chug, chug. Well, I've already put a hurting on this bottle, man. I got to tell you, I'm not even going to lie. It's limping. It ain't dead yet, but it's limping. I've winged it. Now I made it. The tires! Fuck yeah! Why do I feel like I'm back in college right now? Because look, this is the college experience. This is what it's all about, you know? We all get naked, we all get drunk. I mean, like, you guys are naked, right? Aren't you? Whatever. Anyway, look. I got beer, I got whiskey, I got pot, I got cash to get a new truck with. Froggy's like, obviously. Hell yeah, dude. Fist bump, nigga. No. Raul, you gotta know, you got a wife. You should fucking be naked all the time. They should just run in and periodically service your fucking man thing. Whatever. I don't know. I don't even know where I was going with that. That kind of fucking drug on for a minute. I'm going to call that a loss. I'm going to put that in the L column. I shot for comedy and got somewhere hovering over obscure references to other people. Yeah, aren't you married, Raul? Oh, man thing. Whatever, Frog. I'm lost here, man. I'm a little fucked up. Cut me a break, man. I didn't say shit when you shot me in the face with your taser, dude. So, I'm just saying. Oh, smooth Pat. Right on. That's what I like. Smooth sailing. My life wasn't smooth, but it's been smoothed out by the generosity of my most awesome uncle ever. Taser to the face. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. I shoot at you so you can escape. Right? Yeah, but it's dangerous, man. Just because you're not trying to hit people doesn't mean you... That's a lot of crossfire. I've seen you stormtroopers fight. You guys will send some shit out through the forest, man. Lord Vader actually wants you all alive. Right on. As it turns out in the final episode, Darth Vader is actually Martin Luther King. It's a big secret. We can actually shoot well. Oh, that's fucking wonderful. Save you some money on the facelift. Oh my goodness. Choco Loco's like, I'm not saying anything. No way am I getting in the middle of that shit. But Mom, that water's dark and deep. Yeah, sink or swim, punk. Off the bridge with you. I have a dream, Luke. I am your father. Alex Jones is my father. You know what? I would totally believe that. I would totally believe that. I would absolutely 100% believe that. I'm his poster child, right? I've seen some of the shit you type, lady. Jesus criminy. Shots in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, shoot. Cheers. God, this is a much better night than last night. Oh, this is liberating, actually. Actually, I probably should have done this last night, but I didn't have it last night, so, you know, we do what we do. Keep repeating their lawless ways and wear them down so they keep looking over their shoulders. Yeah, right? Yeah, you just never give in. You grind them into submission, man. That's always been kind of my tactic with life. I just never stop. I don't ever get anywhere fast, but I never stop. They type on their own. They're just out of control. Yes, open your wine. Yes, Devra. I'll cheers you if you do. That's right. Never give up. Never surrender. You keep grinding, man. Doesn't even matter if it doesn't seem like you're getting anywhere and you see the blades hitting the stone in front of you and it doesn't look like it's chipping any away. Who cares? You keep doing it. What happens if you're chained to the railroad tracks and the train is coming and all you got is a .22 pistol? What do? You shoot the fucking train. And you keep shooting the train till you're out of ammo. Because that's what you do. That's it. I'm hitting my bong. God help us all. Oh, plague. I am down. Look. No, stop. Give me like 30 seconds. I'll grind up some more weed. Wait, I actually got some in my grinder. All right. Yeah. I am absolutely committing a misdemeanor right now. And at least 2 felonies. All right, here we go. Yeah, my uncle brought me weed and fucking whiskey and Jesus. If he'd have brought me a fucking hooker, I'd have just shit myself and died, man. Although he wouldn't have brought the hooker if my aunt was here. I mean, like, if she had stayed home, he might have brought a hooker, but whatever. You know what I'm saying. One of the girls from the local titty bar. I'm doing dabbers. Dab it up, baby. Dab it up. You California cutie. You smoke that shit. I'm smoking mine, you smoke yours. I've never seen dabs. I want to do bad dabs so bad. I'm jealous of you. I'm green with envy right now. And I don't even mean like pale green. I mean like that deep, dark forest green. Envious of you doing dabs and to tires, because he does it too. Dude, out here, we don't even see shit the rest of the world knows about out here for like a decade. I don't know anybody that even has access to dabs. If I wanted dabs, I'd have to learn how to make it and make it myself. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the only way I'm ever going to see it. Way out in the middle of buttfuck Egypt, Ohio. I got to drive like 45 minutes just to see a Walmart. Compared to where you live, that's probably just retarded. I got to drive 45 minutes at 60 miles an hour to get to a Walmart. How about that? Says if the world's going to end, go to Cincinnati. It's all over Akron. Dude, I have never even seen it except in pictures and shit. Like, none of the people that I know out here as far as that shit goes, nobody's ever even had any. Now, I know some that have, like, been out to Cleveland and smoked out there with people they know. But that doesn't help me much. It's a cool story, but, I'll hop in my truck and bring you some dab. Be here in about 6 days. Right on. So stoned. I get stoned. Dude, I've never smoked anything but flowers. And I got to tell you that's always been plenty for me. I don't have to be super stoned to like. Matter of fact, like, I don't like to be super stoned where I can't even like get off the couch and shit. I hate that. When I overdo it, I get mad at myself because I'm like, dude, you didn't even fucking enjoy that shit. You were stuck to the fucking couch. I want to smoke a little bit and come kick it with you guys and shit instead of later and fucking slobber on the cushions. I can do that in my sleep, for fuck's sake. What is a dab? I'm sheltered. Okay, Southern Belle, what they did was they took marijuana and they broke it down and they extracted a bunch of the oils and stuff. And then, like, they turned it into several different grades of oils, right, from the marijuana. And it's wax, dabs, and oils, okay? Now, the dabs are kind of a thick, super concentrated, oily, almost like the consistency of caramel, right? And they cool it, they chill it, and they break it off. And anyway, it's kind of a mid-oily grade, kind of a resin that comes out of the pot. Now, the thing is, it's super concentrated. So, like, when you hit one hit of dabs, it's like smoking an entire joint to your face, right? Don't get for the shatter, Pat. All right, whatever. I hear different things about that. Some people say it's horrible. Some people say it's great. The farther away from nature you get, the more nervous I get about doing it. You know what I'm saying? I like natural shit. I like the flowers. It makes me happy. One hit, you're stoned for 3 minutes. Right, yeah. See, I like for $20, I can stay high all weekend on flowers. So, I don't even give a shit. I'm like, whatever. I can be fucking high enough all weekend on $25 worth of weed. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I've heard like it's like smoking an entire joint to your face, man, in one hit of dabs. So I'm down for some shit like that, you know? Because you can't overdose on THC or marijuana. It's just absolutely impossible to do. You will go to sleep long before you could ever overdose yourself. I mean, maybe if somebody externally ran a fucking IV of more THC, I don't know. It'd have to be stupid. I know, right, Southern Belle? It sounds good, but I'd like to do it in a controlled setting. You know what I mean? Like when it gets here, I don't want to be stuck to the fucking couch. You know, if I'm stuck to the couch, if I'm so high that I can't get off my goddamn furniture, I've smoked entirely too much weed. You can cold press your flower. Yeah, I know, right? Goddamn, one of our info peeps does that. And if you give me just a second, I'll figure out who the fuck it was. You know what? No, I'm not, because that might be some kind of fucking misdemeanor or something, and I ain't telling on nobody. But I think it might have been Bruce Wayne. Isn't that who's got the press? $40 a gram for shatter up here. Oh, you're welcome, Plague. Kisses back. That's fantastic. I don't get many kisses. That's awesome. Shatter is like dabs, but it's more refined. And again, it's farther away from nature. It's another refinement process. It's another extraction process away from nature. I'm good with one step, okay? When you start going 2, 3, 4 steps, when you take the coca leaf and you make cocaine and then you make crack, see, you've gone too far. They should have known it then. You got to one step maybe, and you got to be careful with that. I'm all about hugs and kisses. Right on. Right on. See, I should have met you in 7th grade. No, Bubba, 47. That's right. 71, motherfucker. Ripping stem 1 up in the house. Knuckle? Nah. Now what? They 2 of us now. Motherfucker, empty your pockets, biatch. What? Where'd that come from? Holy shit. I was strong-arm robbing people like back in the old days and shit. Hell nah, Pat. Empty your pockets, motherfucker. I know how it go. Don't make me explain it to you, Jack. I ride in cursive, bitch. See, Choco knows. She knows me. She understands me. She's fucking amazing. Look at that chick. She saw right through my soul. Alas, those days are gone. I have learned that what I do to one man, I do to all men. And what I expect for myself, I must always expect for others. That's right, I write Carsey, bitch. That's why I run this shit, because I'm the smart motherfucker. You niggas printing and shit in block letters. Let me tell you some cursive. Let me show you some motherfucking school, nigga. Joker Loco. Does that go for women too? You know what? I think it does, because we're all equal, right? as dumb as men can be, women can be, and men can go beyond that. And when women double down, men can be. Our stupid knows no bounds. All right, we'll just put it that way. Our collective stupid, male and female, our collective stupid has no bounds. We will run outside of fucking insanity in a second. Look at the liberals. Look, this is just political. This isn't even anything serious like our spirits are in danger, right? This political shit got motherfuckers ready to act a fool. Shout out for April. What up, girl? What's going on? April babies unite. I'm down with the April. Any friend of Don Bear, and Don Martino is a friend of mine. Matter of fact, anybody named Don, because I know a motherfucker named Don Smith, and I like that motherfucker too. Anybody named Don, you come up in here, you got a friend. What's your name, Don? Right on. Come on. Take a seat, nigga. Keep your hands off my cheese. Fuck you up. Keep your hands off my cheddar and my bitches, and we'll be alright. I should have been a rapper. Can you imagine? Oh my God. DJ Sick Pat. See him saying, Nicky, Don Juan up in the house. Don Bear, Don Juan, Don Martino, all you motherfuckers is cool. Rap? Nah, I don't rap. I'm sorry. I can't do it because I'm philosophically opposed. Come on. I'll tell you what, look, a little bit later, I'm going to bring up a piece of poetry. No, I'm not going to sing either. You'll hear Swamp Song at the end of the broadcast like every night. But I'll bring up some of my poetry. I got some new poetry. And like I've kind of sort of previewed it before with just a few people in chat, and they were like, damn, that's good stuff. Pat, I bought a lot of concentrates. Right on to tires. I don't blame you, dude. If I ever saw that shit and had a few bucks in my pocket, I'd buy that shit and then worry about where my groceries were coming from. Honest to God, dude. Like, I've been looking around, and I know it's going to get to me eventually. All right? We're slow, but we ain't stopped. Eventually, out here in the middle of nowhere, some Amish dude on a horse is going to pull up and be like, want to buy some dabs? And I'm going to be like, yes, I do. Here's my money. Give me dabs. And I'm going to go home and I'm going to find a way to smoke it because that's what I do. I'm a pothead. I can smoke pot in a toilet paper roll, in an apple. I can smoke pot in a pop can. You ain't got to give me a screen or a motherfucking grinder. You could drop me in the middle of the woods with nothing, bud naked, and just a bud, and within 10 minutes, I'm going to find a way to smoke that motherfucker. I promise you. I'd be like, naked and afraid. Nigga, I'm naked and stone. Here, puff on this stone pipe. I chipped it out of a rock earlier. I glued it together with some pine tar, nigga. Smoked that shit. Fired up. Did like a bud in that motherfucker. Naked and paranoid. Shit. Sick Pat is wasted. I'm high, dude. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm fucked up. Yeah, I really am. And this is your reward. The longer I stay fucked up, the more entertained you shall be. I promise. I'm Irish and German. I can do this for like a week straight. What? Yeah, my pop's out there chasing the dog up and down the road in his undershorts. This should end well. I'm going to end up having to fight a fucking sheriff before the end of the night. I swear to God. Although the chances of my neighbors calling the police is like nil because they're Amish and they don't have phones. Well, he only reminded me because I was talking shit about it earlier. He was running up and down the road chasing a fucking dog, and I'm like, dude, what are you? You're in your fucking underwear. He's like, well, my dick ain't hanging out, you motherfucker. Well, you want me to take my shirt? I'm like, no, please don't. I'm the only human being with an eye shot, and I don't want to see that ever again. I saw it once when I was like 15, and it fucking traumatized me forever, dude. I don't even know what the fuck. I need a therapist for that shit. Nah, don't question me, Bubonic. I'm just saying, it was fucking terrible. It's not some shit a 15-year-old dude should be looking at, all right? I'm telling you, it was horrible. I spit my drink. You have your own. Yeah, if I wanted to see some shit, I can look down anytime I want to, man. I don't want to see no big old motherfucking dicks hanging out. Not one bag of dicks, not 9 bags of dicks, 0 dicks. I am a 0 dick sort of fella. I don't even like a lot of porn because they got a bunch of dicks in them a lot of times. It's horrible. Dude, I just do not want to. I find nothing sexually or otherwise attractive about a fucking dick, man. A big hairy man ass or like, none of that, like, it just has absolutely an opposite effect, if anything, on me. Like, I don't give a shit if we're playing football and we got to shower together. I don't care if I see your dick. But by the other token, like, when I'm doing entertainment, I don't want to see no balls and dicks and shit in entertainment. That's not entertaining to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm fucked up, but that's my feeling on the subject. Ain't gonna lie to you. 9 bags of dicks. That's right. Yeah, I like girls. I just never had a whole lot of chances to touch them, but sometimes I do. And when I do, I like it. I am a Pisces. Give yourself nightmares, Pat. You're probably right. Except I never remember my dreams either. Dude, how weird is that? I've never had, like, I've never remembered a dream ever. Now, I used to say I didn't have any dreams, but people told me when I went to, like, therapy and shit, they were like, you're stupid, you have to dream, or you'd be insane. And I'm like, well, whatever, I don't remember any dreams. And they're like, well, that's what it is, you don't remember them. And I'm like, well, if I don't remember the bitches, ain't that kind of the same as not having them? No, it's not the same. You have dreams or you'd be crazy. Well, I don't know. Maybe that argument could be made, but this is funny as fuck. You've obviously been in a therapist room. I'm telling you, I can spot you a mile away. You've had therapy. God damn it. Don't tell me you ain't. I know better. You have a nightmare about being chased by a wild and crazy dick in tennis shoes running after you. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad I'm stoned. Froggy fell from the fire escape. Holy shit. Frog, are you alright? You didn't break anything, did you? I've dreamed my pussy has teeth. Holy fuck balls. I don't even want to try to Jung or Freud that one out. Holy Jesus, crime in Italy. That's just kind of scary. All right, we all have to agree never to speak of that again. We're going to bury it in a shallow grave in the woods and never speak of that shit again. That's how we're going to deal with this. No, it's good. It's cool. I got shovels. Me, Bubonic Plague, Choco Loco, Froggy. We're going to go bury this shit. And when we come back, none of you motherfuckers are going to bring this shit up ever again. That's how this is going to work. That's... It's my job to take the leadership in this. I kind of know how this story plays out, you know, because I lived it, right? I mean, how many people do you know that have actually shot people to death in the state know it? Not that we're not square. Don't get me wrong. I didn't escape or nothing, so we're all good. I didn't run off from my probation. What's up, Dallas? Dallas Baldies in Ohio, and simultaneously wherever the fuck he's at right now. Where you at, Dallas? You travel too much. I can't keep track of you, man. Except now you got a pizza job. You can't travel as much. Where you going now, nigga? You gonna stay right where you at so you can deliver some pizzas. That's where you at. Wisconsin, right on. Pat unlocked the longest. You know, I'm not going to say it was the longest mile because this motherfucker's dead from it. But I tell you what, it was a long motherfucker. I can't claim the longest mile because that kill you. You know, the longest mile is when you cash in your chips. I ain't been there yet. But I know people that have, and I have a great deal of respect for them boys. He just wanted to slurp. Oh, Jesus. That sounded horrible. Was with a nigga. Shit. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ghetto. I come up in prison, biatch. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have called you that. But, yeah, I grew up in prison. And, like, I got to tell you that white folks aren't real plentiful in there. So, like, even though I was born in Ohio, crack a motherfucker. Don't make me stab you, cracker. Yeah, I was raised in the body. Right on, man. Yeah. I knew a bunch of Latin kings and shit from Cleveland. Those boys were cool. I had some friends in there. I had some Brick City Outlaws. They was my dudes. They liked me too. I even had an Islamic imam that used to love to talk to me. I used to make his brain hurt, to tell you the truth. Because he didn't have a fucking clue what I was on about. And I promise you that. You can do a lot of things to me, but underestimate, I advise against. Just saying. Yeah, that's all East Coast shit, right? I'm in Ohio. But I always told everybody the same thing. You know, I don't play those games, man. Don't ask me to fucking cash my soul in on a name, because I'm not going to do it. My soul is worth more than that. And if you want to fight about it, that's okay too. Hey, Loden. I'll see you in Valhalla, bitch. But that's just kind of the way I feel about it. In general. Right on.
I caught the dog down the stop sign.
Good job, Pops. You got him? Right on. Pops caught the neighbor's dog. He got off the chain. Son of a bitch. Yo! She's probably trying to tell you to get out of her yard. She doesn't speak English. Oh, God. Pops is going to harass the Amish. She only speaks German. I don't know. Whatever. We'll figure it out. I don't see a Sarah. Yeah, I don't see a Sarah either. There's been a Sarah thrown around in here a couple of times tonight. I ignored the first one or two. Oh, there she is. Sarah Russell. Welcome. Yes, you are in exactly the right spot. There's a little bit of Amish in my blood. Right on. Yeah, it's German. Yeah. We went for dicks to Valhalla. Me and Bubonic Plague tackling dinosaurs and shit up in this motherfucker. Slap a dinosaur to his knees. Nyaka. Make me act a fool up in this bitch. They didn't know what the fuck was happening. I should probably apologize to all them fellas. Because they really had no idea what I was thinking. I don't know what to say. I'm new to this. That's okay. Just say hello. Hang out. Listen to what's talked about. If you have an opinion, throw it in there. Throw your opinion. We will never dog you about your opinion unless you're just dumb, in which case we'll make fun of you incessantly until you cry. No, I'm kidding. We would never do that. If you have an opinion, and it's a reasonable opinion backed up by sucker, damn, man. She doing down here, Mario. Mario. Free speech zone, that's right. I will always respect your opinion as long as you respect me personally. Everybody can see you. You're on live, baby. This is set to public. We sharing this shit. We're proud to be patriots. We're proud to be good people. We're proud to be strong enough to stand up against the bullshit. And if you want to throw your silver spoon in with that, you do that. It is a lot of fun here. We play games. We like stuff. We like people. We don't like assholes. We don't like tyrants. We don't like constitutional oath breakers. We don't like liars and schemers and freaks. We tease the hell out of each other. Yeah, Deborah's got it. But we also love each other. Froggy is a stormtrooper. He will shoot you with a laser gun. So just be aware of that. Look, there he goes. Look. Pew, 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 right? He will shoot you with a laser gun. He's a stormtrooper. He likes his laser gun. And I can't vouch for any laser gun related injuries in my chat. Is all I'm saying. So That's how that goes. But you're most welcome to hang out and throw your ideas out there. What do you think about the world, Sarah Russell? Yeah, Bermuda said you'll get used to it. Pat is the Iron Man. Oh, wow. It does. The world sucks. Life is tough, man. I'm not even going to lie to anybody. Look, the world is hard. The place that we live in, nature, our society. The second you... Look, you're not separate from nature. I don't care if you live in the deepest inner city. You are not separate from nature. Nature at every moment is acting upon you. And if it fucking judges you dangerous, it's going to crush you. It's going to grow roots through you. If you disrespect nature, nature will chew you up like a concrete grater and spit you out as powder on the other side. The universe has laws. And when you break those laws, there are consequences. Not like in our present society where Jeff Sessions decides, you know, who the fuck is prosecuted and who ain't. Because that's a useless bitch right there. Jeff Sessions is sold out to the dark side. Now, I don't care if they threatened him or if he started out there. I really don't. That's where we're at. You know what he said? He said that he refused to go after Greg Craig because he was too close to Hillary Clinton. Now, what the hell is that? Except partisan. The whole time sitting there in Washington saying, oh, I don't want to be partisan, so I'm not doing this and that and ABC. Who is Sarah? Sarah is Sarah. Sarah's new. Sarah Russell, she's new. Everyone is texting too fast. Please, someone chat with me. We're all right. Hey, come on in. Just talk. We're all right. We'll talk back. I know you're on a phone probably, so like you're getting a lot of input, right? Just don't worry about it because the chat's rolling. She's my cousin. Oh, Froggy, right on. You're Froggy's relation? Come on in, just hang out. You'll hear what we're talking about. And if you have an opinion, go ahead and speak it. We'll listen to what you have to say. Sarah Hoyle. Right on. Well, welcome, Sarah Hoyle. I'm pleased to meet you. My name is Ryan. Reverend Ryan or Reverend or whatever. Sick Pat is also a nickname from the internet. So 5432, drinking out the bottle. Come on, Devra. Woo! Oh, boy. Oh, that's good throatful. Whew. That was like a triple or quadruple shot to most bars. I am doing spectacularly, Sarah, and I'm very pleased to meet you. I met Froggy's niece, Rose, and she was delightful, and she pops in from time to time. I actually like Rose. For a young girl, she's very smart. Like you can't feed her a line of shit, she'll know it. You know what I mean? We hear you, Sarah. We know you're his cousin. You're welcome here. I am very pleased to meet you. My name is Ryan, or Sick Pat, or Reverend Ryan, or Reverend Ruland, or Ruley. If you ever ride a Harley, you should probably just call me Ruley, because nobody else will know what you're talking about otherwise. How late can we be on here? As long as I say. How cool is that? We can be on here until, yeah, Rulie. That's Rullie, Rulie. Because you're angling, Pat. I'm not angling. Are you kidding me? I don't angle. I have no energy for that. Yeah, Claude, look, on my vest right now, on the chest over my vest, my is stitched in. My aunt did a hand stitch work, right? And she stitch worked Rulie into my vest over my chest, over my heart, on my leathers. I mean fishing, angling. All right. Yeah, right. Okay, I'll buy that. I love fishing. Badass, Pat. Yeah, my aunt, she does like needlepoint and shit, man. She sewed my vest up, and she put all the patches on my vest. And she, like, I'm fucking... like, I wear this proudly. When my aunt put my patches and shit on with needlepoint, that's like badass. How do you beat that as somebody sitting there hand stitching for hours and hours and hours some shit so that I can wear it on my motorcycle? I love that. I love that woman. That's why I'm not even mad she killed my truck. Like, she murdered my truck, dude. My truck has been absolutely and completely and totally murdered. And I'm not even mad at her for it. So, you know. Right on. What a crazy fun day this has been. Hell yeah, that sounds like some Grateful Dead lyrics. What a crazy fun day this has been. Dun, 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 dun. Whatever. Age is nothing but a damn number. Shit. Right, it's survival that's important, right? She lasted that long. It's fucking fantastic. I'm 47. In 47 years, check this out. In 47 years, 100% of everything has found 0% of ways to kill me. How about that? Happy truck protected to drive. Yeah, for the most part. I mean, she got some glass cuts because it's an old truck, and it didn't have like safety glass. So her arm and her shoulder and her back got cut up pretty bad, and she got some stitches in her forehead. You know, and she cracked a rib because she didn't have her fucking license or her what do you call it? Her fucking seatbelt on, because there are no seatbelts in that truck. It didn't come with any seatbelts. It was a 71 Power Wagon, and it didn't have any seatbelts in it. Oh, dude, infection will take you out faster than any disease. Infection is like the you know, you're like, I had quadruple pneumonia, and I was fine, but I got staph when I was in the hospital, and it fucking made them cut both of my legs off. Are you kidding me? You know, but that's the reality of it. Like staffs and stuff like that is the worst of the killers, man. They take people out. They don't just lose legs and shit. They die in hospitals. Yeah, back then seatbelts were optional, right? He's like, nah, I'm good on that. I don't need no fucking seatbelt. Fuck you, Mr. Dealer, man. I don't want to pay extra for your seatbelt. Mr. Fancy Pants. Whoever bought that truck first was not in the same fucking universe that we live in now. Believe that. Cuz, what are you up to? look, this nigga is a stormtrooper. He busted up in here, shooting pew pew, and he was like busting caps and motherfuckers. And I was like, damn, dude, chill. And he's like, fuck you, man. I got my Flavor Flav watch on. Don't fucking question me, nigga. And I'm like, but this is my chat. And he's like, yeah, okay, whatever. Just give me a minute, because I got a pew on motherfucker. And I'm like, do you got a pew a motherfucker? And he's like, yeah, I got to pew the bitch, man. He was all out of line and being rebellion and shit. And I'm like, rebellion? That sounds kind of nasty. And he's like, yeah, nigga, these rebellion motherfuckers, I got to pew them in the motherfucking face. And I'm like, well, all right, if you got to pew a motherfucker, go pew a motherfucker. So I let Froggy run, and then I got a motherfucking Polar Pop at the Circle K. I put some ice in that bitch, some ground ice. It's shit for real fine. Like, you gotta drink fast, that shit'll come up your straw and hit you in the tooth. And that shit suck. Don't do that. But you gotta get the ground ice, because that makes the pop colder. Right? That soda. You get the motherfucking orange drink up out that motherfucker in the Circle K, and it's 77 cents. Nigga, you ain't gotta have a whole dollar. Like 77 cents, you can get one of these motherfuckers. So you get the motherfucker and you put it in your mouth and drink it. It's fucking awesome. But that ain't got nothing to do with this motherfucker running around pewing motherfuckers in the face. There's rules about that kind of shit. God damn. Woman, make me a sandwich. I'm sorry, that was totally sexist. I shouldn't have said that. That was terrible. Yo, let me hold 50 cent, nigga. Come on, man. It's 50 cent, man. Ain't nobody got time for that. That's right. Ain't nobody got time for that. No bullshit up in here. This is the 100% bullshit free channel. That's what this is. You're pure, nigga. And they heads get cauterized and paling wound. That's right. They ain't even got to get no stitches. Lucky motherfuckers. Try that shit with a 9 motherfucking millimeter. That motherfucker, you can need like 700 stitches for one hole. Because that shit just poof right through you. And then you got to get a bunch of stitches up in there. Your liver all fucked up. God damn it. I'm pouring some of this whiskey on the ground right now. Alright. For my brothers. Wait, that's carpet. Oh, I'm going to have to clean that later. What's up, Jimmy Beam? Have a good night. I didn't even know you was here, nigga. Damn. Take your bleeding ass out of my house. Nigga, I just shot you. Don't bleed on my floor, nigga. The ghost spilled whiskey. Oh, she's a ghost prover. Holy fuck. Look, they're Tanya. She ain't even in her house. She's on chat. Ghost proven. Oh, my God. All right. My heart's pounding a little fast right now. I might need some kind of pill or something. I don't know. My whole motherfucking system fucked up right now. She saw that shit right through the computer into my soul. Look, I'm gonna have a drink of this whiskey because that's what I got in my hand. But I'm gonna try to figure this shit out. I don't know what's happening right now. It's a little Empire Day respect to Wayman. Pew pew pew. How many Wayman is off in the motherfucking stormtroopers? How many of the white suit man motherfuckers is Wayman? I want to see a list. Give me some names, nigga. Lots. I don't think they is. They all look like dudes, man. Are you sure they women? Or they just dudes like, oh, I'm a girl, really? And you don't even know. Because the motherfucker then just said I was a girl. But you be like, all right, whatever, he's a girl. And put him in uniform. Now, how'd that go down? Not all stormtroopers are clones of Jenga Pet. Holy sweet mother. mother of fucking God. He got all technical at me and went deep in the story. I don't know. That's got to be Boba Fett's daddy, right? Or his granddad. Jango Fett. See, you clearly know way more about this than I do. Because I will freely admit that I'm just fucking around. I watched a few episodes of Star Trek and the first Star Wars 3. That's what I know. Boba Fett is another clone of Jango Fett. Okay. Well, look, see, you're going to confuse me very soon, so Jango Fett, yeah, right? I get it. Which bathroom do they go to? I don't even care. In my town, we can pretty much tell who the chicks are. Thank fucking God for that. Even though most of them don't like me already. But that's okay. They don't understand me. You guys understand me. You're my peeps. You guys know me. You know what I'm about. You know that I'd kill or die for any of you. And they could have the same thing, but they, choose to categorically deny any existence of the Ruli. I cannot confirm or deny. More docile versions of Jango Fett, but Boba Fett is an exact clone of all the aggressive traits of his sire. Holy fuck, dude. You got this shit sorted out. Right on. Get rid of the Klingons. Wash that ass. War shit. Are you from Washington? Biology. It's called biology. For fuck's sake. Those were clone troopers. That's funny. I know, right? I thought of that shit right on the spot. I didn't even steal it from anybody. How fucking awesome is that? At this point, I don't even have the slightest idea what's even going on. I'm trying to keep track of like 4 situations, 4 conversations going on in one chat. I thought they were dinkleberries. Dinkleberries? What the fuck is a dinkleberry? That sounds like some shit that grows in fucking Lithuania. And now we pick some dinkleberries and some leaves from the plant, and we'll make a tea out of it. It'll be pleasant. I hear Uranus is a gas giant. Because you fart. That was a fart joke in disguise. Is that like a dingleberry? No, I don't think so. Because that would be poop, and you don't drink that. You don't drink poo. Or at least I'd suggest against it. If you are presently a poo drinker, I would suggest that in future you don't like actually drink poo. But that's just me. It's a suggestion. I'm not judging your lifestyle. You know, if you want to if you want to drink butt coffee, that's fine. You know, it's all right. We still have Sun TV and the BBC, for fuck's sake. Klingons on your arse. Yes. Quite astute of you, Southern Belle. If you drink tap water, you're basically drinking poo. You're basically drinking strained, watered down poo. Because that's what they're serving you. They're like, well, look at the menu. It says poo water. You can't expect us to deliver other than what's on the menu, can you? And you're like, no, that's reasonable. well, look what's on the menu. And you look up there and it says Pooh Walter. And you're like, no, I don't want Pooh Walter. That's a bloody load of rubbish, mate. Right. Well, I'm not fucking Australian, Ben Frank. I don't know what the fuck you're on about. Absolute bollocks. I wondered which one of my European friends were going to be like, dude, your accent sucks. You are so bad you could only fool Americans. Boulder Dash. Oh, say. Oh, never. Poppycock. That's it. I'm taking my bumbershoot and going out to the rain. No longer will I lurk in your boot while you chat with your whatever whore in your seat of your car there while I'm in the boot. Whatever. It's the only part of an English car that I know. The boot. Kind of walked myself into a corner there, eh? I realized like halfway through, I'm like, you only know one car name from England. That's it. You got one. You got a boy. You're going to have to use some English on this motherfucking shot, boy. Efren Rand would be proud. Yeah, the boot is the trunk, right? Yeah, I got it. I knew what it was, but honest to God, like halfway through my tirade, I realized, like, dude, you know exactly one English language car part, and that's the boot. How the fuck are we going to get there from there? The citron. Yeah, right? I don't know. I gave it a shot, man. Win, lose, or draw. Whatever. I'm sure there are smarter comics than I. George Carlin makes me blush. He was a genius. George Carlin was a magnificent genius. If you haven't listened to George Carlin, I suggest that immediately following my stream, you go and listen to George Carlin. Honest to God. Every thinking, rational human being should watch George Carlin at least once in their life. Oh, bloody hell, lad. Stand still, laddie! Stand still, will ya? Yeah, there's a learning curve. You got that shit right, Singularity. You got that shit right for sure. There is a learning curve. Yeah, all good, Pops. I love you too, Pop. She's in her 20s. Holy shit. Who's in her 20s? Do you have a car? Can I get you to drive somewhere? Never mind. I'd probably just disappoint you. You all mixed up. Oh, you have no idea, darling. Welcome. Settle in. It gets better from here. Stop drooling, Ryan. Nah, I'm beyond drooling. Look, I know I can't impress anybody at this point. I'm just, throwing it out there. If she needs some, drunk rebound sex on a bottle of fucking Everclear and Sunny Delight, whatever. She's an adult, I'm an adult. We don't have to discuss it beyond that. It's just tawdry and disgusting. And frankly, I don't think you all want to know about it anyway. Pat impresses biker babes and Viking chicks. Good night, Tanya. I love you. Come back and visit when you can stay longer because we love your company. We all love your company. You're a great person. And plus we got ghosts to prove. You want to prove some ghosts? We'll prove some ghosts. I'm sure we can build a case. We can be on here as long as we want. Actually, not really. I have to be off of here by 3:45 a.m., which is 5.5 hours from now. Yeah, usually I close down around 11:30, midnight, whatever. It just depends how I feel, how much content I've got. I still haven't played all my Dan Bongino. As long as you have us, bro. Hey, I'm very pleased to have my info peeps, man. You guys are awesome. Best group of people I've ever met in my life, hands down. Not even joking. Overall, the people that come to my chat are literally the best people I've ever met in my life. You're good people. And I'd stand up for any one of you, any day. Last call for alcohol. Some bitch. Cheers! I've taken the lid. Oh, holy shit. Wait, what? I've just thrown the lid over my shoulder. That means my whiskey is open unless I just fucking drink it all. You motherfuckers have started some shit up in here. Who doesn't love Pat? Cheers, motherfuckers. Right? I want one. Hey, if you're anywhere northeast Ohio, I got, well, right now I've got about half a bottle of whiskey. You got about 45 minutes to get here. Can you get to northeast Ohio in 45 minutes? She's like, I don't know. Well, cheers anyway, Sarah. Thank you for... When does it start? I'm drinking right now. And I'm cheersing you. Thank you for coming out and hanging out with us. We're glad to have you. We don't have to do everything in one night. For fuck's sake. I'm drinking, lady. I can't drive anywhere. So if you had a flat or something, I couldn't even come rescue you. God, think ahead. I'm kidding. Ha ha ha. Cheers. I got AAA. Right on. Look, Choco Loco. Hell yeah, we could send rescue wagons. We can send rescue wagons. We can get you off the freeway, lady. Oh boy. Oh, that's quite a bit of whiskey to drink in one drink. I'm going to start challenging people soon. To Tires, do you have your drinking hat on? I'm almost done with my fifth. Got it up to 88 today. Right on. Hey, man, push that envelope, man. Always test yourself. Look, don't ever be satisfied with what people tell you. All right? Always test yourself. If somebody says, look, you've got an IQ of 116, I suggest that you go study and think and study and pray and think and pray and study and then go back and take that bitch again and shoot for 120. You know what I'm saying? Like, never accept what another motherfucker tells you you are. Only you know what you are. You know? Now, to motherfuckers like me, I know where the evil lies because I can see it. I've been trained to see it. I've been trained to watch it. I know where these motherfuckers slither in at, and I don't like it. But you guys, yeah, cognition and response. That's it. I know people that don't have shit for memory, but that like on the spot, you put them under pressure, they are top-notch thinkers. You can't, what's the word? You can't distract them from their task. They are absolutely focused, you know. But 6 weeks later, they couldn't tell you what degrees they were following on the compass. You know what I mean? Like simple shit. But there's nobody I'd rather have at my back in certain situations either, you know. I can only get so smart and handsome. You know, Claude, I know that's right because I'm charming. So that's smart, handsome, and charming all taken up. I don't know where you can go after that. Yeah, right. Look, Choco Loco, I'm sure you are a beautiful, 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 sexy Latino woman. But, like, I know you're taken. You've got a man. You've got a family. You've got boys. I'm not trying to fuck you. I'm not trying to drag you off in a closet somewhere and molest you. I'm just not. You know? If I really want to go out and find a woman, that's what I'll do. If I ever really get motivated to go out and find a woman, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go out and find some chick that I think is attractive, and I'm going to go after her and try to convince her that it's a good idea to rub uglies. You know? Thought we wasn't allowed to cuss on here. Well, look. No, look. I am the king of this kingdom, Sarah. And I say that you can speak your mind no matter what it is, at any time, no matter how inconvenient it might be to somebody. You have the right to speak your mind and say what you think. Now, I will tell you that also comes with responsibility, because if you state your mind and state what you think, then other people who might disagree with you have the right to challenge your ideas. See how that works? That's freedom of speech. If you bring an idea to me and you say, hey, I think that we never landed on the moon. I say, okay, what makes you think that? Right? Now, if your answer to that question is, fuck you, you're gay, you got orange hair, and I fucking hate you because you're a fascist, then you're a moron, and I no longer even care what you have to say. Honest to God. Like, that's just the most retarded fucking intersectional bullshit that I've ever heard in my life. Well, I'm saying, man, I mean, you know, just being real, just like the social situation being what it is, that's where I'm at. You know? But if you have, no, I don't have orange hair or orange skin or whatever, you know. Now, look, if you have an idea and you think, hey, wouldn't it be cool if just they handled it like blah, 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 say that. We're going to look at it. We're going to check it out. We're not going to just dismiss your idea. I will take you seriously. But like, and like 5 weeks later, if we realize that we were wrong, I will be the first one to say we were wrong. If you were right, I'll be the first one to say you were right. Yeah, I'm not going to say I never cuss. I am not G-rated in any way. Say what you mean and mean what you say. You're goddamn right, Claude Balls. That is exactly correct. Say what you mean and mean what you say. And it's okay to think. It's okay to wonder. If you say something like, hey, I wonder if maybe blah, blah, blah. Right? That's not any statement of fact. That is a question. And I think that we should give that respect. But that's just me, you know. I might add the fourth dimension. Oh, Bermuda, let's not confuse people yet. It's okay to ask ridiculous questions. That's right. There's no such thing as a stupid question. I promise you. There is no such thing as a stupid question. There's plenty of shit I don't know, but there's still no such thing as a stupid question. Plus, he isn't my real dad. That's Sarah Russell. None of that matters here. You're welcome. I'm glad to have you. Hang out and chat. Matter of fact, check this out. Watch this. Oh, bam. Add moderator. Sarah Russell, you're now a moderator for my channel because I trust you so much. I trust your judgment. I know what you're saying. But I think you're looking outside your realm of expertise. We seek to elevate people here, not hurt or harm or push down or restrain even. Welcome, Sarah, right? I think she's one of the pack now. I think, maybe. We'll see. The truth comes out of lies. Yeah, because when you can no longer ignore the lies, the truth comes out. Look, that is a 100% spiritual truth. The truth comes out of the lies. And that is a 100% fact. Me and you should go to Facebook. Right on. Facebook. Wow. All right. I will not say that I sit here naked with the necklace on. If you're not naked, you're not experiencing the Sick Pat show in its entirety. You should be sitting on a really bad school chair with bad upholstery, naked, wondering why you're suddenly, for some reason, terribly aroused. You're a moderator for my channel, Sarah. I've promoted you because I like you and your family to frog meat. Oh, Facebook, ooh la la, right? You're a wrench like us. You're part of the pack. I kind of like you. You're all right. I should warn you, though, I'm not a real fan of young people. After you cook. I actually cook very well. I love to cook. I love food. Good food cooked very well over a fire. It just makes me happy. Getting organized to craft and sell on eBay. Hell yeah, man. I'm very happy to hear that. I wish her luck. It's Pat welcoming Sarah. Yeah, I am. That's the whole thing. This is the welcoming process. This is how I bring you in. Make you part of the pack. If I don't do this, some of the others might bite you. Just saying. Like, I could stop if you want, but some of the other guys, I don't know. Some of the other girls might bite you. Matter of fact, if they don't recognize you as part of the pack, they might fucking, you got to give her wrench rules. Oh, I do. Look, hey, are you listening? Sarah, You have to like type for me yes or something so I know that you're listening. You cannot you can't ban anyone. You can time out people if they annoy you. If somebody comes in here and they're a dick and you don't like them, you can temporarily time out them. But other than that, the only person here that can ban people is me. All right. Other than that, I approve of free speech, and I wish you the best of luck here. Talk about whatever you like, bring up whatever subject you like. We'll try to figure it out. I'll Google it if I have to. Okay, cuz. Right on. I hear you. I hear you, lady. Great recipes here. Great humanity recipes here. Yeah, it will grow on you like a wart. All right, I'm putting Bongino back on for a minute. I got to go get something to eat. I'm starving. I haven't eaten tonight, and I've been drinking whiskey. And if y'all make me drink whiskey without eating, I'm going to pass out. And we all know what happens then. Well, all right. Not much really happens except the show ends because I pass out. But fuck, I'm enjoying this. Whatever. I'll be back in a minute.
First, Sarah kind of gives it away a little bit. She says there are people above Peter Strzok who may have known about these two sets of books. And again, just to be clear, we're talking about the FBI saying one thing off the record. Carter Page isn't a Russian spy. And then on the record in the FISA court saying, holy Moses, Carter Page is definitely a Russian spy. Folks, morally, ethically awful. But we may be looking at potential crimes here. Let's be candid. But what she said is very telling. And again, if you know how to read the tea leaves here, you'll see where she goes with this. She says there are people above Peter Strzok, Joe, who may have known about this. Well, Joe, Peter Strzok was in the FBI, was about at the 5 or 6 level. I mean, I'm trying to put numbers. It's difficult to categorize because there's laterals, too. There's people who are laterally equivalent in rank. But there are very few people above Peter Strzok. Peter Strzok was the lead investigator in the Trump case and in the Clinton case before he got the boot in the Trump case, right? But let's follow the chain of command to deduce logically. Let's do the Sarah Carter translator. I mean that in a positive way. Who might have known about this? Who's the director of the FBI at the time, Joe? Jim Comey.
Yeah.
Who's the deputy director? Andy McCabe. Who sits right under Andy McCabe in the division that investigates all this, the counter-intel stuff? Bill Prystep. And who is beneath Bill Prystep? Peter Strzok. So what I'm telling you folks is Carter, by the process of elimination here, has told us who her source at least believes was intimately involved in the keeping of two separate sets of, quote, books on this case, which could be potentially devastating. Can you imagine if holier than thou, phony fraud Jim Comey, the entire time, Joe, was swearing that this investigation they had into Trump was legitimate while simultaneously texting his inner circle that the whole thing was a steaming pile of flaming horse manure?
Dude.
You see where I'm going with this, right? Sarah's great, but if she says the people were involved were probably above Peter Strzok, then that narrows it down to Comey, McCabe, and Prystep.
We're about to find out who stroked Don. I had to do that, Dano.
All righty. Oh, yeah, you can't continue. But at least you're not doing the Pirates anymore. We're done with the Pirates.
Don't start me.
You get where I'm going with this? This is a massive scam. That was a huge revelation on Wednesday. Again, the only reason I kind of held it for a day or two is not Sarah. Again, her sources are great. It's just I wanted to make sure I could reasonably explain it to you and be comfortable knowing that there's other stuff going on. Now, here's the other angle to it that I was kind of holding. Prystep, so remember, you have Comey director, McCabe deputy, Prystep right underneath them, and then Strzok underneath them. Prystep appears in a press release not that long ago about a pretty significant criminal intel operation the FBI was running. What does that have to do with anything? Well, the second half of that piece, Carter brings up an interesting point. She says, I believe, again, she's citing her sources here, that there are people above Strzok, and we've narrowed it down to those folks, who may, in fact, be cooperating. How does that relate to Bill Priestep, who is above Strzok's name appearing on a press release not that long ago? Folks, let me ask you just a really simple question. You're an FBI high upper-level manager like Bill Priestep, essentially two steps down from the director, right? You're running the division that investigated Hillary's email case. You're running the division that investigated Donald Trump's case. You've also been involved, at least your name is surfaced in the malfeasance involved in the case. Do you think the FBI is going to allow your name to appear on a press release if you were intimately involved in some known criminal activity that was going on right now? I'm just asking, folks. I mean, I'm just asking a pretty simple question here, but I think the answer is obvious. The answer is, of course not. I highly suspect, as I've said before to many people multiple times, to Joe as well, that I'm almost 100% confident that Priestep is still there because he's providing some information on the entire operation. Now, think about that. This is the guy 2 steps down from Jim Comey. Comey, McCabe, Priestep. And he also supervised Peter Strzok. How incredible would it be if this guy is providing information to a grand jury on the case on both McCabe and Strzok? This guy is the meat in the sandwich. He's got McCabe above him and he's got Strzok below him. This is perfect. You can't get any better than this. That is the guy you want. If there's anybody you want, that's the guy you want, folks. You want Bill Priestep to talk. And the fact, again, just to be crystal clear, here, that his name appeared on a press release that on a case the FBI is working right now says to me that there's no chance in hell that this guy isn't cooperating right now. I would be absolutely astonished if he wasn't. All right, let's see. We got a lot to get to today, so that's an important point there. All right, second thing I wanted to bring up. Devin Nunes. Nunes has been all over the news, and Nunes has been talking about the case, and he keeps saying how there's bigger bombs yet to drop here, and that the insurance policy basically may not be what we think it is. Now, Jeff Carlson, who does some terrific work over at the Epoch Times over there, and I have some of his stuff in the show notes today. I encourage you to read it at Bongino.com. Jeff Carlson has a piece out talking about what we believe to be the insurance policy now, and how the insurance policy, what it was thought to be in the past, folks, was just the dossier. Now, I laid out for you Plan A, Plan B, and Plan C, and the insurance policy in light of those 3 plans should make a world of sense. In other words, Plan A was going to be the unmasking strategy, using unmasking and national security letters. It also, I believe, may have been the tapping into the NSA database using these about queries in the NSA database. These about queries. Eventually, I believe they got caught by Mike Rogers. Plan A got shut down. They had to move to Plan B. I believe Plan B was what they were referencing when they were talking about an insurance policy in the case. But what was thought to be Plan B in the past was the dossier. In other words, using political information given to them by the Hillary campaign. I hope you understand this. To continue to spy on the Trump team, despite the fact that their unmasking 702 query operation was probably shut down. I believe it's bigger than that now. I believe Nunes, that's what he's hinting at. And what I believe what happened here, folks, what I believe may have happened requires us to go back a ways. Joe, we have to go back to something a long time ago me and you talked about. And what we talked about a long time ago was what Devin Nunes, right after the presidential election, when Dan Coates, I promise this will make sense, is appointed to be the director of national intelligence. He's the big guy now. He's the Trump appointee. They finally get someone in who's approved and confirmed. Nearly the minute this happens, Devin Nunes makes his way over to the 18-acre White House complex And he goes over there to look at some documents. Remember this, Joe? This is a while ago.
Yeah.
But I think you may see where I'm going with this. You may not, but that's okay because we really discussed this a long time ago. But it's critical now because, again, I'm getting back to the point that when they moved from Plan A to Plan B was not just the dossier. Plan B may have been something bigger than just the dossier. And the Nunes trip to the White House, I think, points exactly to where he's going with this. That initial trip over to the White House is key. Why? Folks, the way intelligence works within the federal government infrastructures, you have these various systems, the SIPRNet and things like that. And some of the information is so highly classified that it is not shared on open internet sources, even through encryption. It's kept in specific locations. And in order for you to access that information, that compartmentalized information, you have to go to actual facilities to get that information, and you can't remove it from there. Please follow me here, because this is going to make sense as to how they moved from Plan A to Plan B, the insurance policy, and how the insurance policy was not just the dossier or the political information they got from Hillary on Trump. I think it was bigger than that. Now, that Nunes trip makes a world of sense because if you understand what I just told you, that very specific, sensitive information, Joe, is kept in very specific facilities, then why would Devin Nunes have to go over to the White House? Maybe because the information was only kept on the White House complex? Now, what would that be? What kind of information, Joe, would only be kept on the White House complex, not emailable, not over encrypted traffic? It's not at any other location. It's kept cataloged and categorized at one location where Devin Nunes. Now, the Democrats, keep in mind, call this the midnight run. They think he was going over to the White House to coordinate this with Trump because they're stupid and they're liars. They know it's not the case. They're just making this up. The midnight run. They're making it up. The reason Nunes went over there, folks, is probably because this was information briefed to Obama. Now, remember, the one big hook we have yet to put together. This is why I told you at the beginning of the show, the loop is starting to close. We are finally in, I think, the end months of Spygate and getting all the information together on Spygate. The one connection we have consistently failed to make, both here and elsewhere, I shouldn't say fail. I've given you some information. You should put the puzzle pieces together yourself at this point, is the direct connection to the White House. Did you ever notice how in the whole Spygate thing, Obama's name almost never comes up? Brennan comes up, Susan Rice comes up, Jim Clapper comes up, Jim Comey comes up, Andy McCabe comes up. Joe, don't you find that a little suspicious that Obama's name never, ever comes up?
Yeah.
This is one of those, protect the king moments at all costs.
Absolutely.
Folks, if that information that was in the dossier made it over to the Presidential Daily Brief, folks, we have a big problem. We have a Watergate, what looks like an episode of Romper Room. It also would explain why, another reason why Bob Mueller was brought in. Remember, one of the top DOJ officials, Department of Justice officials, who would be involved in the vetting of information and the verifying of information used to be brought in front of the FISA court is an individual by the name of John Carlin. He was Obama's DOJ National Security Division head.
Remember the name?
Of course you do. He had another job, though, Joe, before that. Bobby M. Bobby Mueller. Yeah, Bobby M. How was he related to Bob? Oh, he was his chief of staff. That's right. Now, put the pieces together, what I'm telling you here. Plan A, unmasking. Potential queries into the NSA database. Remember, this is all to spy on Trump and take the Trump team down. And potentially others, too. Remember what I told you in that show a while back about the possibility, was it Victoria Nuland who said about other dossiers? Were there other candidates involved, too? Did we have a massive spying operation on political party opposition being run out of the White House that Mike Rogers exposes and shuts down? Plan B, let's use the FISA courts. If we can't spy using the NSA database, Joe, we'll just get a FISA warrant on one of them. We'll use the 2-hop rule and we'll hop around. But we don't have any information for the FISA court. Well, I tell you what we can do. let's keep these two sets of books because I remember this guy, Carter Page. My name's Peter Strzok, Andy McCabe. Didn't this guy, Carter Page, working on a Trump team, didn't we have some communications with him a while ago? Yeah, but he was helping us in the Russia case. All right, let's keep that off this set of books. And let's talk about that stuff on text messages and on these internal reports behind the scenes. But let's not tell the FISA court about that. Oh, okay, that's a good idea. Also, the Department of Justice is going to have to vet a lot of this information. But don't worry, we got Carlin over there at DOJ, National Security Division, right? The dossier becomes point number 2. It becomes this plan B number 2 where they bedrock the whole thing around. You say, well, Dan, how is this not the insurance policy? Well, Carlson at the markets, at the Epoch Times, he moved over there, has an interesting theory there. He has a theory that the insurance policy, and I think based on the information he presents, he's a fantastic writer. He may be onto something. That the insurance policy, Joe, may have been the intelligence community assessment that was issued at the end of the year after the election. Remember the intelligence community assessment, Joe? 17 intel agencies have determined that the Russians and
thank you.
That may have been, and the dossier may have been a component of that. This may have been a larger storyline than just about the dossier. The insurance policy, Joe, was going to be a concerted effort to corrupt our intel agencies into issuing this joint statement to discredit the election almost immediately before Trump even swears into office. This may be bigger than just the dossier and Oppo research on Trump, folks. This may have been a concerted effort between various players who were not smart enough to cover their tracks to not only ding up Republican candidates throughout the throughout the Plan A cycle. When they figured out it was Trump, they moved to Plan B to spy on Trump. When they spy on Trump and they don't get anything, they use the dossier and the political information to put together an intelligence community assessment issued after the election to be fed right to the press that gives the imprimatur, Joe, of the intelligence community that this in fact happened, that the Russians overthrew the election, that Trump's illegitimate, that it may have been bigger than just Trump collusion. It may have been a way to discredit the entire election. Now, again, what does this have to do with Devin Nunes taking a stroll over to the White House? Conveniently, ladies and gentlemen, right after Trump appoints a DNI, and he's confirmed Dan Coats to be the Director of National Intelligence. One, Coats probably had some role in
Choco Loco, you got to hang out. I'm fucked up. I ain't going to tell you no lie.
I believe Nunes
you got to hang out with me.
Looking at over there.
Don't leave me early.
He may have been looking at information contained.
If you leave, I got frog meat. He's gonna have me pew pew motherfuckers in the face.
I never told you why this is so damaging outside of the obvious. Number one, Joe, is it directly fish hooks in Barack Obama himself. What is Obama gonna say, Joe? The President's Daily Brief. Do you think the President's Daily Brief is called the President's Daily Brief because it's used in the Supreme Court?
It's used to brief the president.
Dude, you're a genius. You are. I don't know what you're doing in that morning show in the morning, taking cognitive enhancers or fish oil or what. You're clearly a genius. So you don't think it's used. It's not called the Congressional Daily Brief, right? No. It's the President's Daily Brief. Bingo. It's going to be pretty hard, folks, if information that appeared in the dossier that originated from Hillary Clinton's camp, that was paid political research, made it into the White House. Because number one, it implicates Obama. But number two, there's a bigger story here. Yes, the obvious one is it implicates Obama. It's called the PDB. The second story is the Nunes translator here. Did you notice how Nunes, Joe, in almost every one of his appearances, constantly insists that none of this was passed through official channels? Intel channels, that is. It's intelligence, right?
Yeah.
Intelligence that Donald Trump was colluding with the Russians, allegedly, to overthrow an election, is actual an intelligence product that's supposed to be vetted, and matter of fact, should be extra vetted because of the seriousness of the charges. I'm not crazy, right?
Understood.
Nunes, and you and I have played, 10, 20, 30 of his clips on the show at Maria Bartiromo. They're all gold. Nunes always makes a point to say how none of this information came through official channels. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you a question, right? Because I worked in the White House for 5 years. Now, granted, I did not put together the Presidential Daily Brief, but I know exactly who goes in and how it happens, okay? I'll leave it at that. Joe, do you think, just a wild guess here, I'm asking you to posit here, do you think the president's daily brief that the Central Intelligence Agency, when it's done right, probably puts forth its best effort to make sure what they're briefing the president is in fact true? Just a guess.
Yeah, I'll guess, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, why would you think that? I mean, maybe because they don't want to be embarrassed and they don't want the president to start a nuclear war? Just a guess, Joe. You think that could be possible?
They should want to do the right thing with the press, yeah.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
So they have official channels of intelligence with multiple vetting procedures and stopgaps to make sure, Joe, I'll give you like an example. Like, Joe lives in near Severna Park, Maryland, where I used to live. There's a Chipotle down there. So if Joe was in the Chipotle and he hears a guy behind him, and the guy behind him is reading a comic book, and in the comic book they're talking about a nuclear war in the United States, do you think Joe should pass that directly to President Trump, or you think Joe maybe would hand it off to the local police department, to the CIA, that would figure out pretty quickly by looking at the videotape that the guy was reading a comic book, not telling a narrative? Yeah. Do you think that's probably the way they handle this stuff, Joe?
Yeah, I think that's what you should do, yeah.
Safe guess, right? We can safely assume that, folks, the Presidential Daily Brief is one of the most thoroughly vetted documents you will see in the federal government. I assure you. Is there speculation in there? Of course. There are degrees of certainty in there, but the information does not make it in there based on hearsay because of the potential that the commander-in-chief of the United States, with the ability to literally, not figuratively, start a nuclear war tomorrow, doesn't see stuff that they know is bogus or biased. Folks, what did Nunes see over there? When he went over to the White House complex, because remember, that information is there, Joe. You see where I was talking?
Yeah,
it's not. If you want to see, that is the key point in this. Why did Nunes have to go to the White House? Why didn't he go to the CIA? Don't let this small tidbit escape. I covered this months ago, but this is a critical component to now squaring the entire circle. Square the circle, make the edges fit. Now the case is finally coming together, and it ropes in Obama. Nunes' visit, I believe it was in March, over to the White House complex now makes all the sense in the world. What were they trying to hide? They were probably trying to hide the fact that the dossier, a garbage piece of political crappery paid for by Hillary Clinton, somehow bypassed official intelligence channels. And don't tell me for a second with a straight face that John Brennan didn't know about this. Brennan didn't know that they were circumventing official channels. That may have somehow made it into the president's brief. Folks, again, this is the mother of all bombs. You may say, yeah, whatever. You say that all the time. It's because it's true. It implicates the White House, number one.
Because it's true.
The credibility of John Brennan's leadership at the CIA. And it speaks to the weaponization not only of specific entities, but of the White House itself. That's probably why Nunes went over there. Nothing else
from
makes
Long
sense at this
Island.
point.
These
Remember
people
Occam's
are
razor?
crazy. I don't understand
Keep it simple,
them.
stupid. Why else would Nunes go over there? Why create even the perception of political partisanship by visiting the White House? Why would he do that? He's not dumb, Nunes. Because he wasn't trying to
Oh
create
my
a partisan
God.
game, a midnight
They're
run to meet
doing
with
things
Trump.
I don't
He was going to
understand,
look at
and I don't
documents
like
that
any
were
of
only
it.
available in those specific
You should
facilities
stop
right there.
it
Why
right
else
now.
would he wait till right after Dan Coates, Trump's nominee for the Director of National Intelligence position, was appointed? What else makes sense? The answer is nothing. Nothing else makes sense at this point. The Obama team had to know about this. There was clearly something in that. Now, to be clear where I'm speculating on this, to be fair to you, I no longer have any doubt that there was information in the PDB.
Oh my God.
That
I
somebody
can't
was trying to
understand.
hide.
I don't
Because
understand what's
Nunes came
happening
out of
right
that,
now.
And he gave a press conference afterwards, entirely freaked out, talking about how some of the information was not related to Russian hacking and appeared political. We have it, and I can pull it for Monday's show, but we played it on this show before. I'm not going to ask you to search. Maybe I'll pull it for Monday. That'd be actually a good call. I got to remind myself to do that. If I forget, Joe, let me know. But I will pull it for Monday. But needless to say, he comes out of it very freaked out, and he makes a couple points. Some of the information appeared political, and that some of it was not related to Russian interference.
Meds, I'm lady, I'm running through the woods with a blindfold on.
Something smelled bad. But that storyline and that story...
No meds for you!
In the wonkery of Spygate and all the twists and turns and GCHQ...
You eat swamp root!
And the NSA and national security letters and Peter Strzok and Tex.
You either get better or die. Eat swamp root now!
...has been seemingly lost. We may finally
North Korea, you eat swamp root or die.
Real connection.
45% cost to the government. You pay us
I know,
or
I'm confident
die.
that something that was said to the president, briefed to the president through his specific located
Holy
intelligence
shit.
stream at the White House was probably something they want to make
That's
go
it.
away
I'm
really
banned
quick.
in North Korea. Holy
My suspicions
shit.
to you are exactly that they probably had two sets of books, like Sarah Carter's sources are saying. They had one set of books, which was a political strike on Carter Page. They had another set of books that was actual investigative work done on Carter Page. The one set of books, whether it's notes, text, 302s, indicated they had nothing on Page. The second set of books said, we need to spy on the Trump team. Plan A's been shut down. Let's just not tell the FISA court what's in these books. Let's tell them this instead. Oh, my gosh, folks. This is third world republic stuff. This is unbelievable. All right, I got more. I went a little long, so I read that. And again, I really appreciate your patience with the sponsors. They really want to be here. They enjoy talking to you, and we try to keep our ads to a minimum. So we only run 3 ads per show. So I really
For those
appreciate
of you
your patience.
paying
Just
attention,
give me a second here. I want to talk about
fuck
Beachbody
my
On Demand.
social
I love
score.
Beachbody On Demand. I use it myself. My wife uses it.
If you don't
Matter of
like
fact,
it,
after the pregnancy,
bring a knife, bitch.
she had our
We'll work
second
it out
child.
in the
She
street.
got shredded on Beachbody. She was using P90X
Punk,
and
coward,
Insanity. She was using that for, what is
motherfucker.
it, like 2
How about
months, and
that?
She looked like a fitness competitor. She's incredible. I like the Core de Force because of the mixed martial arts stuff. It keeps your abs pretty ripped, to tell you the truth. Listen, this company has...
And I wasn't talking about you, Bermuda. Or Donald. You know that.
Pio, hip-hop
My
apps,
people
all
are
you've
my
heard of their
people.
programs.
You know where
We're
I'm at.
Beachbody On Demand. We know why
I
you're
don't
from,
fear
because they're the best. They're
warriors.
world-class
I
trainers.
welcome them.
Get motivated by celebrity super trainers you know.
I
Like
fear
Sean T,
garbage.
Shane
I fear
Johnson,
lies.
Tony Horton, and Autumn Calabrese. They have the best
Pat
programs.
is
They have
definitely
over
feeling
700
froggy. You're goddamn
700,
right.
That's 700 workouts for all.
I
fitness
don't
levels, ranging
fear
from
truth.
bodybuilding to
I don't
weight training,
fear
to cardio, to high-intensity
legitimate
training, yoga,
reports. I
even
don't fear
dance
any of
workouts
that.
that give you nutrition help. They
What I
have
fear is
programs
lies
that,
and
eat right
evil and
easier, dozens of easy-to-follow meal
scumbaggery.
plans and hundreds of delicious recipes online. Plus, here's the nice part.
Thank you, Claude.
Why pay a trainer?
I
You gotta meet 'em, you
appreciate
gotta
that.
Drive there. Sometimes they don't
Well,
show up.
follow my
They
lead.
meet
If you
maybe
see
they're
me
not.
killing in a
Beachbody
fucking
On
row,
Demand.
get behind me because I
Workout
got
on
a
their own schedule.
reason.
They have workouts that require no equipment. They have other
Jimmy
workouts
hasn't
that do have
flopped
equipment.
yet.
They have workouts that have workouts that are longer. That's what's great about.
Yeah,
this.
but you're
Listen
old, dude.
anywhere,
You're
anytime.
dude. You're
Computer,
done in like
web-enabled
4
TV,
hours,
tablet,
dude.
Smartphone, Roku, Apple TV. It's the best deal in fitness. I love it. My wife loves it. She swears
I'm
by
kidding.
it. It's
I know you
absolutely
can
terrific.
fucking
What are you
drink me
waiting
under
for?
a table,
Join
you
1 million people
motherfucker.
currently on Beachbody On Demand. Go to for a special free trial membership.
I ain't
want you
fucked
to
a
text
mofo in a minute.
30
And it hit it.
to Dan B.
Right?
So text
I
303030 303030. Text Dan B.
In a hilly. I know
3030.
what you meant.
Sorry, I just want to make sure you get this
Nigga,
right.
you
will
ain't
get
got
a
to tell
special
me
free
nothing.
trial membership when you text Dan
East
B.
224th, motherfucker.
303030. Text Dan B to 303030. You'll get full access to the entire platform for free, all the workouts and nutrition information and support. Just text Dan B to 3030. They are terrific, terrific programs. You know I love fitness. Okay. All right, folks. So just to sum that up and move on to a couple other things because this is really important. And by the way, I'm sensing there's a problem.
That's where I used to be. I'm not
The
there
shift
now.
in
Don't come looking
cooperation
for me
against
because
Chuck
I'm
Ross
not
has a
there
really
anymore.
Great piece I have up in the
I'm
show
back
notes
home.
today,
I'm back where I
at the
started.
Daily Caller. Please check
It's
it
a
out.
circle,
Bongino.com.
right?
It means a lot to me. Chuck Ross has a piece up now. Joe Nellie Orr, who's Bruce Orr's wife. Bruce Orr was the number 4 at the Department of Justice.
We all go home
Carlin and
eventually.
all them.
That's
Bruce
how
Orr's
life
wife, Nellie,
works.
as
We all
many
go
of you
home
already know,
eventually.
Was working for Fusion GPS, the company responsible for compiling the dossier. Joe, ever
Northeast
since the
Ohio.
announcement that the texts were going to be exposed, and
The
to be clear,
largest
when I say
county
the text,
in Ohio,
the text between
Ashtabula
McCabe and
County.
Comey, what I think it's going to expose is this second set of quote books where they were talking about one thing, Page isn't guilty, and on the other side they're pitching to the FISA court that Carter Page is guilty. You get it?
Oh, yeah.
ever since the word Trump was going to declassify the text, which
Mama,
wasn't really
coming home.
in the street.
That's
Listen
right.
to yesterday's show to cover the whole thing about why
Dude,
that
that
matters,
shit
right?
wasn't that
Ever
like
since
totally
that became
made
public,
up.
there has been a stunning turnabout in the
Not
case.
far,
And
I'd
what's
be
the stunning
ready.
turnabout, Joe? Nobody wants to talk anymore. All of a sudden, you remember Chatty Peter Stroke? Peter Stroke up there with the smirk. Remember the smirk, Joe? Me and you get the video of it. That stupid smirk he had. Peter Stroke was so cocky up there on the hill. There's word, and Chuck Ross has in his piece that supposedly Peter Stroke and Nellie Orr now are saying, we're good with this cooperation thing, Daddy-O. Tell you what, we're just going to
I hear you,
with this,
Donald.
subpoena
That's cool,
us, and
right?
then we'll talk.
No, look, I get it. I'm a leader, dude. I'll
Peter
step out
Stroke, he
front
said,
and take
"I
the
did
bullets
nothing
for everybody.
wrong." So
But
indignant.
somebody's got to
I
step
did
up with me,
righteous
and I love you
indignation.
for
Nothing
that.
wrong. I'm Peter Stroke. How dare you
That's
question
where I'm
me?
at.
I'm the number
Like,
4
these dudes,
individual
they
in the
don't know
FBI.
what real fire
Now all of a
is.
sudden he's asked to
They
come
try
back
to
after
pretend
these-
like
after
they
these
do, but they
texts, and He's
don't.
like, I think I'm going to need a subpoena.
Oh, ferret face.
Ain't never one of them motherfuckers faced off 1,500 motherfuckers. I have.
Funny, man.
I
Ferret
faced off
face. I've never
1,500
known I can't-
motherfuckers
You're right.
with a knife
He does have
taped
the
in each
ferret
hand,
face, right?
taped in each hand.
So Stroke and Orr apparently
And they
have
backed
stopped
down 'cause they
cooperating.
knew I
I'm telling
was
you,
serious.
The reason is probably because of this great analogy of two sets of books. The texts are likely going to disclose that all of the information was indicating this entire time that
And you can
Page
try
was
me.
in
I
fact not
welcome
a
it.
Russian spy. The information was political, and once it
But you
became
can't
more
punk me.
obvious that this information they were getting in the
Ever.
dossier about Page being a spy, once it became obvious that it was going to fall apart, instead of going to the
Ever.
court, Joe, and saying we made a mistake, what did they do? They renewed the damn thing 3 times, the FISA warrant. I mean, talk about a tragic comedy of errors.
You mean FISA? Yeah, there's a big ass rubber stamp, dude.
Where did you get that?
It was a listener sent that to me. Yeah.
You can set, by the way, you're at Joe Haas1 on Twitter, right?
Yeah.
If you have sound for Joe, tweet him. Yeah. Tweet him the link at Joe Haas1 with a Z, at Joe Haas1 on Twitter. And Joe watches his Twitter. I mean, not every 10 minutes like me, but he'll get it. If you have some good stuff, he's happy to put it, as long as it's not like it's a family-friendly show. You got to bleep out the cussing.
Yeah.
He can do it for you, but don't give him any extra work.
Hey, Claude Balls, I respect you for that, man. You're like, hey, I don't know if he is or not, but I'm willing to find out. I love that. I fucking love that. I love that. I love that you understand. I love that you understand that. I really do. Look, I'm not a motherfucker. I don't demand that you be hard. I don't demand that you be strong. I don't demand that you be tough. I don't demand that you be willing to stand up above the norm. I don't demand that you be the motherfucker that volunteers or any of that. What I demand is that you be honorable. I demand that you be honorable when you deal with me. I demand that you be honorable when you buy my vehicles. I demand that you be honorable with me when I buy your goods of any kind. And it's not a lot to ask. Look, if you got corn and I want corn and I go, hey, dude, I'll give you like 15 cents an ear for corn if you give me like 4 bags of corn. And you look at my bags and you go, yeah, well, that's going to give me like 80 cents profit. I'm good with that. Then that's your business. You should do that. And we should be able to make that deal. I'm burping. But I blame the Milwaukee's best. That's right. I'm honorable unless somebody insults or threatens my peeps. I'm honorable unless you try to take what is not yours to have. Period. Because when you try, then the game changes. We've got a whole new list of rules to work with. And truthfully, if you want to know the honest answer, I know more than you do, and I'll be a better fucking competitor than you are, even under those circumstances. Because I know the real. I know the honest. I know the true. That's right. I am honorable unless somebody threatens my peeps. Look, my family, my peeps, my honorable people that come on here and talk to me every night, if you don't fuck with them, we will never fuck with you. Never. Ever, ever, ever. It won't even come up in conversation. We'll be too busy laughing about our own shit to worry about yours. But you come at me, Jack, you better have your ducks in a row. And I promise you that. I promise you and I promise God that I will put up a fight against you. The best that I know how to mount. And if you want to throw knuckles in the middle of the street, so be it. I don't care. It's not my business. At that point, it's beyond my control. Because you're in charge, right? It's your will. You invoke it. See what I'm saying? You don't even know what you're even asking for. You don't even know what you're asking for. You're begging for me to come down there and smash you, wherever you're at. And you don't even realize it. That's cool, though. I don't want to hurt people. That's not my goal. I don't want to hurt people. That's not my intention. So I beg you to look down the cables and the wires and decide for yourself who's guilty and who's really not. Because if you don't try to harm me, I'm never going to try to harm you. At least not permanently. Because anybody can be misled. And if you try to attack me and there's no real justice to it, I'm going to give you mercy. I'm going to have mercy on you. I'm not just going to fucking send you to hell or whatever. That's not my place in this universe. I don't have that authority. Whatever. You know, like I said, I don't even care. I'm just telling you that I don't have the authority to relegate what another motherfucker does. I just don't. What happens in your house is what happens in your house. And if you fucking go against the constitutional and normal rights of a motherfucker, then please be kind to them, because that's a criminal offense. You're going to answer. You're going to answer for it. You're going to. You're going to answer for it. You can't unknow what you know. You can't unbelieve what you know. And you can't lie to me what I've been voting for 60 years. And then when I figure it out, you tell me, oh, well, that's not what it is. No, I'm never going to believe that. I hear you, Ben Frank. Right on, man. I ain't nothing spectacular. I ain't nothing special. I can just think. I think. I realize that what the motherfucking powers that be tell me is not the truth. You know what I'm saying? I know that what they're saying is not the truth. I know what they're saying is not what I have done. What they accuse me of is not what I have done. You're goddamn right, Ben Frank. OG. I got wires and Myers and guard dogs, etc. Look, you can't. I don't know. You might be able to get me. Whatever. I'm willing to fucking put it up against the best. Whatever you got, throw it at me. Do no harm, but take no shit. You are exactly right. Miriam, that is exactly my point. Do no harm, but take no shit. You come for me or mine, you better come proper, and you better come with your fucking loads loaded. You better come with your bullets fucking already pressed. Because if you try me, Jack, you got another thing coming. Because I bet that I decide differently than you. And this is my house. This is my land. Motherfucker, as a matter of fact, how dare you? How dare you try to dictate what happens on my land? That I have title to. That I have options to. That I have all the fucking decisions over. How dare you? Bitch, I'll meet you in the field with a Bowie knife and we'll stab each other to death. And I bet I still win. I bet I still win. You cunt. You want to try me? You don't know what I look like. You don't know what I understand. I got an education from places you could never get. Let alone understand. You got an education that was given to you by spoonfuls. I got an education that was given to me by hammerfuls. Now you tell me what? I live this long. I'm not going to down you. You are an educated man. I'm an educated man. We can talk it out. We can talk it out. But Jack, I'm telling you, you can't tell me nothing because I understand human beings. I understand what evil is. I understand what good is. And why it is that I project my heart towards that mission. And why it is that all the people on this chat, look, you guys are projecting your hearts towards the completion of this mission. We're good people. We're not trying to hurt anybody. Right? So you tell me, where we at? You know, who's calling what shots? I love you, Choco Loco. You're my favorite. Mommy. Make me drive to Cleveland one day. That's what you do. Me and you and your old man, we'll go have some beers on 222nd. East 222nd. I know some good bars down there. Irish bar that it fucking tends to fucking think that I'm awesome. How about that? Yeah, sweet, right? One of these days when I get ahead, we'll call. I'll give you my number. You can call me. We'll go hang out and drink some beers. Me, you, and your old man. And Pops. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, we can do that. They got good pool tables down there, too. We have 350 million guns. Yeah, dude, you're exactly right, Ben Frank. Look, what are you going to do? When you pull the trigger, what do you think is going to happen? Sketchy part of town, they got good Irish bars. Your beard is weird. My beard is absolutely weird, and I love it. Because nobody has a beard like me. Look, I got my shit trimmed tight, but it's still got the goatee. Oh, that shit's sexy. That's right. Patriotic DNA, man. You come down to my bar, I'll prop you up and buy you another drink, even if I use your credit card. Beards on fire, yes. Look, beards are manliness. If you shave your face or fucking whatever, you're a bitch. You're a girl. You're half a girl anyway. I ain't doing it. I got a beard, man. I got a big manly beard. I got a big fucking sexy beard. Come down, ladies, and lick my motherfucking manly beard. Not really, because that would just be gross, because I don't, like, bathe every day. I should shower first, and then you can come lick my beard. She said, yes, you do. I saw it, Pat. All right, I give up. My hands are up. You're right. I shave sometimes. You know, whatever. God, you try to prove shit all the time. My girls. She said, for real, man, don't shave. You know, I look like I'm 12 when I shave. I'm not even joking. Like, I'd get carded for cigarettes. It's ridiculous. Like, I need to have a beard, or like I just have to have my ID out all the time. I'd have to go to like bars and be like, look, I'm serious, it's me. You'll have no tattoos in here, laddie. I do. Like, if I shave my beard, man, motherfuckers will be like, oh, this guy, oh, look at this kid. Oh. And I'm like, I'll steal your wallet, bitch. Not really. I wouldn't. But later, that's what they think. Like the baby face assassin. Holy hell. TMI, too much information. I can't cope, goddammit. Holy shit. I had that fucker turn all the way around. Beards are great for rolling, for foiling facial. You're goddamn right they are. Look, I can paint my facial hair in 3 different directions. And God bless you if you can figure out who the hell I am. Probably Choco Loco. You use your flea beard as a flavor saver. Of course, always. I grow hot peppers. I need south of the border ladies to help them hot peppers pop to life, man. No, the picking. No, that's Dan Bongino. He's an Italian dude from New York. Are you kidding me? Hell no. Look, That's not that. Yeah, that's like a famous dude. I'm not famous. I'm all right, but I ain't no famous dude. Yeah, the pick on my channel is you. When you see me with my goatee and shit, that's me. It's been a couple of years. Like, I don't know, like, when did I take that picture? That's like 4 years old. So, yeah, but that's pretty much me. You got people covering you. I know, right? I got people back in my play. I love that. But I'm not dishonest with people. Like, I'm no pretty motherfucker. Not at all. You are a haughty, weird death faker. I don't know what that means, but okay. I never tried to fake anybody's death, but that's all right. We can make some fucking scrambled eggs or something and get some sausage and shit. You have a great personality. Oh, thank you. You are a gang stalker. No, I'm not a gang. I'll never look. I am who I am. You will never push me off my position, no matter what political or immediate physical power that you have. I'm not going to give in to that. All right. I don't like to be bullied. I don't like to be pushed. If you ask me to do something, you're real likely to get it. Because I like to be nice to people. I like to fill people's minds with the idea of goodness. And, oh, well, this guy didn't even know me. And he fucking supported my cause and got me out of whatever. I don't even care what it is. I don't want to know. I'm just saying that if you're going to force me to be in a position where I can't care about other people, then you should at least be honest about that. You know, you should at least be honest about it. You should at least just say, look, you know what? I don't give a fuck about you and I hope you starve to death. And that's fine. I don't even care if you think that about me. I'll go do what I do and feed my family. Because you can't stop that. You can't stop that. You can't prevent me from going down to the river and catching a bunch of fish and feeding my pops. You can't stop me from walking half a county and killing 3 whitetails and feeding my pops. And as long as that is the case, you can suck my dick. Because I know how to feed me for absolutely free. And if you don't like that, guess what? I don't care. File a complaint, motherfucker. I'll eat what I can eat. I ain't scared of none of that shit. I'll catch bass in spring and in June, and I don't give a shit. The Amish will be the last standing. You're damn right. Probably. In my back, I love you, Gus. Good man. What's your badge number? I don't have one, Jack. I ain't never sold out to nobody, ever. I ain't never sold out to nobody, brother. And I mean that. And I never would. You'd have to fight me for that one. Good luck. Nah, cheers. And I ain't scared of neither of you. Tell the truth. What? Yeah, you can't tell me nothing. I know the truth. Because truth makes my jaw rattle whenever I hear it. And whether I hear it in a Christian church or a Catholic chapel or a Muslim whatever the fuck, or a fucking Jewish whatever the fuck. Look, I know truth when I hear it. I don't care where it comes from. I don't care who produced it. I know truth. You can't lie to me. Do you understand that? Do you even comprehend that you can't lie to me? I don't think you do. I really don't. It's a million different varieties. It's a million different families. Look, this is what I'm saying. I come from a very unique place. All right? I saw a lot of different influences coming together in one place in America. The Amish, 100 different religions. But you still can't lie to me. Because if you tell me to be nasty to my fellow human being, I'm going to know you're a liar. And if you tell me to be nice to my fellow human being and lift them up and pick them up and feed them if they need it, then I know I'm doing the right thing. Period. And if you want to box about that, check this out. I'm better at that than you are. I promise you. You want to fight me about what's right and about feeding people and about training people and about understanding people? Fuck you. I love these people in my chat room. I love these people in my chat room. You want to fight me? Come to Ashtabula. We'll work it out. I promise. I'm not a chump, and I'm not even joking. If you really, really, really want to fight about it, come to Ashtabula County. Come to Ashtabula County and Ashtabula, Ohio. There's several places. We'll figure it out. We'll meet, and I'll throw my hands up. Matter of fact, you wrap your hands in boxing wraps or whatever you want to do. I'll do bare knuckles. We'll meet down on the beach, me and you. I don't need a gun. I don't need a fucking gun. Ever. Anybody. Whoever's listening to this, Mandingo. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of being stepped on. I'm tired of being second rate because I'm a white American male. And I understand. Look, we have to be aware. We have to be aware that we stepped on other people's rights coming to where we're at. White people have to be aware that we really did. We walked over some people's rights getting to where we're at. Don't be unrealistic. This is real talk. This is real radio. And if I ever personally harm somebody else because of their race, I'm fucking sorry. I don't think I did, but I might have. I don't know. But if you really think this is serious enough to fight about, then Jack, I'll see you on the field of battle. Period. And don't tell me no bullshit, because I'll know when you're lying. I can smell it. Yeah, I'm not the only one. There are too many American patriots. Look, we've been watching you bitches for years. You want to check me? You want to try me? Fine, bring it down the line. Let's see how that works out. But I promise you, you ain't going to fucking come out on the top of the United States of America. I promise you that. And if you think you will, you're a loser. Because we will fight you until the last breath. And that's where we're at. We'll fight you to the last breath. I don't care at this point. You want to fucking challenge me? You better bring a charge, and you better bring it right. New rules. We win, you lose. You want to challenge Dan Bongino, Secret Service agent, former fucking military service member? He'd kill you. You want to go sip coffee at the fucking bookshop? You don't even have a place in this conversation. But you've been allowed to have this place because life ain't what it used to be. Life is easier. And you should thank God that it is. You should thank God that it's easier. You should thank God that your forefathers stood up and stood down laws that were no good and allowed you to have this comfortable American life. I want my fellow Americans to have everything. I want you to have fucking mansions before I do. I want you to have like thousands of acres of understood woodlands before I ever do. I want to be the guy that doesn't really know what's going on, that's just discovering nature for the first time. Whatever. I want to be that guy. But you can't lie to me and tell me you're pissing down my neck when I know that it's raining. You can't tell me that it's raining when you're pissing down my neck, because I'm going to figure it out. You can't tell me that I've got it wrong when I hear the right trickling into the conversation drip by drip by drip. And eventually I'm going to call you on it. And look, I wish more luck to you. I really do. Because if you want to see me in the woods, you're a braver man than I am. Because I wouldn't want to meet me in the dark woods. And that's a fact. That's all good. Whatever. We'll work it out at the end of the day, me and you privately and personally, right? Looks like an all-night chat. Hey, it might be. I don't know. Dude, I'm good on this. Like, if you want me to check out and project some shit, I got other videos online. We can play whatever you want. But you can't force me to do shit. I promise you that. You can't make me do a motherfucking thing. All requests will be acknowledged, but all demands will be ignored. Fuck you. I don't care. You want to ignore me, you better bring a goddamn big fucking sword. Because I ain't doing it. And I don't care what you like. It'd be an epic fishing contest. You're right, man. There'd be bass flying out of the boat faster than you and I could cast them. Holy shit. The bass community is gasping at their machines as we speak. Roll on, bro. I'm just telling you, look, I respect anybody's opinion. I will literally respect the dumbest opinion on the planet. But when you start attacking me personally, bitch, you better have your hands in the air. Because I ain't no chump. I'll bust you in your teeth and watch them rot while I fucking giggle. Because that's just the way I am. Don't respect Flash. Alright, look, I get it. It seems a little silly, whatever. But look, there's a lot of fucking information in the field. Don't throw away the flat earthers, the red pillars, or whatever, because you fucking hate that shit. Go back and relook at it. Look at their information and who's saying what. Now, I'm not saying you're wrong or not. You know, flat earthers, rah, right? I think the flat earth shit is garbage, but that's just me. But if somebody comes and talks to me and says, hey, look, I've got this evidence, and I want you to look at it, and I think it proves round earth, or flat earth, or cone earth, or rectangle earth, or whatever, right? I don't care. If you tell me that, I want to look at it. I want to observe the science. I want to God damn it! Holy shit. Anyway, you know what I mean. You know, you can't chump me, man. I've seen it all. You can't beat me up. You can't force me to do shit. I've already sacrificed limbs for the fucking cause. But what you can do is appeal to my humanity. You can say, hey, wait, maybe we ought to re-examine this or that or the other thing. And I'm more than willing to examine the idea that we might be wrong. We might have been wrong, and that we might have developed a new attitude. But it's never that way. It's always the same old bullshit. It's always the same old lie. And then when I get mad, I'm the fucking bad guy. I hear you, Ben Frank. I already know that, man. Look, I got people just in my county that are crazy. They're chomping at the bit, dude. You tried these people much more, and there's going to be a deluge of dead bodies in Washington, D.C., and I hope that doesn't happen. I swear to God, I hope that doesn't happen. I pray that doesn't happen. But they're running out of places to hide. They're running out of shit to do. I don't know. Maybe they can dodge it. I don't know. But I'm never gonna try you. I'm never gonna question you. Whatever. Rural eyes is somewhere the left wants to fuck with. Dude, I've said that for years. Like, you don't want to come out here where I live, man. Y'all don't want to come out here where I live. It's not going to work for you. Somebody's going to fucking put a 38 in your temple, dude, and bury you in a shallow grave. That's what's going to happen. There are tens of millions. Oh yeah, dude. I know. Like, look, they don't want to fuck with flyover country. They just don't, because it's going to be bad for them. They're hoping to take care of this outside of our venue of interest. I don't think they're going to be able to do that, but that's what they're shooting for. I need some crackers. I'm going to eat some crackers. Is that all right? Holy shit. I'm gonna roll up some pot here in a minute.